Won't blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Good morning. Happy Educational Friday. How y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up on the video. Good morning. Oh, it ain't really morning. It's like afternoon, but afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Shout out to y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. It is Friday, Educational Friday. I hope y'all doing well, y'all. We made it. We made it to Friday. If y'all on the East Coast, the weather ain't the best. It's an overcast where I'm at in Georgia. I don't know. Tap in where y'all at on the East Coast. Let us know what the weather looking like right now. It's in the 40s or the 50s or something like that. I can't pull up the weather, but I know when I check where I'm from, I think the bulk of the bad weather is gonna be like starting like toward the end of the weekend. Yes, I did grab my teams, Lisa. Yes, I did. I got all my teams, baby. Yes, I did. That's why I couldn't come back live yesterday, girl. Listen, girl, yes, I got off of here, ran my errands. I had stopped this, saw some people, picked up some things, girl. I had to get my gas. Girl, by the time I came back and did Love and Hip Hop, girl, I said, well, it ain't gonna be no live. Because I had too much to do. Now, this is the craziest part, y'all. They say it's supposed to be like a not a random, but it's gonna get cold really fast. So if it's good where y'all at right now, just keep that in mind and, make sure y'all have y'all little water running and all of that. Some of y'all, the water bill, girl, your water bill ain't gonna be no more money. Let it drip a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So your pipes won't freeze or whatever. That's what they used to tell us in New Orleans. But anyways, shout out to everybody in the building. 3 degrees in Detroit. Oh my God. 9 in Indiana. See, that's why I know I don't belong up there. That was the only thing that I hated about Chicago. First of all, I know that Chicago, in one of my lifetimes before, I know I lived in Chicago. Because when I got to Chicago, I felt home. I'm talking about in the hood. I felt like I was at home. But the only thing I hated about Chicago was that wind and how cold it get at night. I ain't gonna lie. If Chicago kept it at about a good 40, 50 degrees on average, Chicago would be the perfect place to live. It's just too cold, girl. It's too cold, but I love me some Chicago. I don't know why. I'm telling you, I had to live there in a prior life. I love Chicago down to the ground. It just felt like a second home when I got there. Y'all know I went there after Katrina. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love Chicago. Shout out to Chicago, man. Them people could cook. That just feel like long lost relatives up there. I don't know why. It is too windy. It's too windy for my style. But I love Chicago. But anyways, y'all bundle up, get y'all some gas or whatever, because if y'all power go out, y'all gonna be wanting to charge y'all phone. And you know how Negroes be. Oh no, you ain't about to sit in my car charging my phone all night, burning all my gas. Is that even real? Do you burn gas when you just let the car run? Because I was told you do, but then I was told no, you don't, because you got to press the gas. I don't know. Either way, girl, fill a tank up, because them children going to want to charge them iPads and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So charge your, put your little gas in your car, put your little something in your little tank. I got me an extra little gas tank that I use for my my lawnmower. So I just filled that one up too, girl. You just never know. You never know. They might run out of gas. Next thing you know, I'm the only person on the block with gas. And I'm charging $50 a gallon. Say what I said. Never be on the bike end. Always be on the front end. Oh, y'all ain't go get y'all gas? Oh, we out of gas for the next week? Oh, Vu, you got gas? Yeah, how much? $50 a gallon. What's up? Yeah. Supply and demand. Don't get caught with your pants down, okay? Y'all got to think smart. You see what I'm think smart. Don't just all. You never know. You look, even stuff like, it don't matter, just whatever, you never know. You just never know, That's how my head is, They said New York was in a state of emergency. Y'all be careful up there. Be careful everywhere y'all at, and y'all go inside. Find you somewhere to go lay up at, and go sit down somewhere this weekend. Y'all want to go run the streets? Go lay. Go lay down this weekend, okay? Anyways, we got a show today, y'all. But before we get into that, y'all, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into a few of the morning announcements, and you know how they go. They are as follows. First of all, Black America, I love you the most, but I love all people. You know what I'm saying? Mostly melanated people, but I love all people. But Black America, I love you the most, and it is imperative that you wake up. The only way to wake up is if you get out and you ground, meditate, or you at least go within to find the Most High God. We have to get back to God because we are in a spiritual warfare. Most of us see it on a 3D level, and we don't realize what we're looking at, but it's definitely spiritual. And in order for us to be battle ready and ready to deal with all of this stuff, there's going to be a need for more of us to wake up. So Black America, please do some type of meditating, some type of in work, or whatever you can do to tap in. It is imperative that you do so. Also, genealogy, Black America. Oh my God, it is so important that you do your genealogy. It is so important that you find out who you are in America and who your people were. You have a divine inheritance waiting for you, but you'll never know it if you don't go and grab it. So please, Black America and all of America, even all the other melanated people, if you can, do your genealogy, okay? Please, please, please do your genealogy. So that's, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then we're going to get into what we got to talk about today. So I was scrambling for a couple of little things on the news, and there wasn't much going on, but you know me, I'm going to find something, honey. So Nicki Minaj also almost loses her home. Now, remember, her and Don Lemon got into it, and Don Lemon had brought out the fact that she's an illegal alien and she needs to be deported. Well, then he brought up the fact that she was about to lose her home. Well, turns out she hurried up and made the last little payment right before they took the house, and she not gonna lose the crib. But Nicki, this is my question, girl. Hold on, let me adjust this wig around my ear. But Nicki, girl, is you okay? Are y'all hurting for a little coin? Like, what's going on? We got that. Then we got the game. The game. Apparently, what's the lady's name? Girl, Evelyn Lozada. Girl, her daughter, you know, I told you Evelyn failed that life, so she raised a child to fail as well, you know. And Shanice ended up getting pregnant for the game. And just like her mother, she never knew the whole game. So she got pregnant for the game or whatever the case, and didn't even know this nigga at all. As a matter of fact, they decided to do a podcast, and this is where Shanice finds out that her baby father is actually a felon. This is why being smart is very imperative for young Black women. And she's not Black, but still, I think it's time for us to be smart. And that's what we're going to work on the thing today. Because I got another video to show about what is the value that a Black woman have, or that a woman have, period. We're going to get into that. Corey Holcomb. So I don't know why this resurfaced. I'm pretty sure this is Anton Daniels' team. Or somebody affiliated, or at least somebody who's Team Anton. I don't know why this resurfaced, but TMZ posted this video and this article of Corey Holcomb punching this lady in the face in 2024. Did y'all know about that? Now, let me tell you something. I don't follow Corey Holcomb. I kind of saw his comedy and saw that it wasn't coming out of love. It was really coming out of a place for him to vent. And it wasn't funny. It was more dark than anything. And then I saw a few clips of how he did his daughter and all those other people. And I'm just like, yeah, Corey, not my cup of tea. So I just always went that way when it came to Corey. But TMZ, I just saw this video where he punched this lady square in the face. I'm talking about like squared up and just punched in the face. Now, he did get packed out. They did whoop his ass, as they should. But let me tell you something. This Corey and Anton beef is going to be a double hitter. It's going to be a catch-22, if that's what you want to call it. It's going to be a situation where you thinking one side is going to win when they both going to lose. And I think this had to be. Anton had to go antagonize Corey, and Corey had to come back and do what he did to Anton so that they can both be exposed, and then we can both see that either way is none of the way to go. I'm telling you, we're going to get into that. Then also, Corey Holcomb. No, I said that. What Cam? Oh, Cam. Soda popping on pop. That nigga. He got his ex-girlfriend on the stream, and that they go into talking about the value of a woman. We'll get to that because she was a ditzy bug. And then I want to talk about Roland Martin and Black America, ICE, and immigration, because Roland Martin is on here scrapping and scrambling and scraping for Black America to help them fight against ICE. And we refuse because that ain't our problem. Okay. At any rate, shout out to everybody in the building. I hope you guys are doing well, and we're going to get right on into it. Now, I did see this little weather update I wanted to get to y'all. And again, I'm just seeing this stuff on Instagram. Please check your local weather wherever you are. Whoever's whoever's listening to me. But I'm getting stuff off of Instagram. I don't really watch TV, so I don't watch the news channel to know, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure most of y'all get y'all updates from the what do you call it? From the internet as well. I'm sorry. But I did see this update and I did want to bring it to you. Do I have? Oh yeah, here you go. Now this is people responding to the update. And these, this is my little conspiracy theory bag that I be in because I don't believe that conspiracy theories are all lies. However, this lady's talking about the upcoming storm. And she's talking about how it's all scripted. It says 1/24/26, 2 storms, 1 script. Arctic collapse in Florida, Russia buried in 130 years of snow. Then it says at the same time, Davos leaks geoengineering ops and artificial rain. You think it's a coincidence? Your body knows it's not. It says comment, scroll, or whatever. So it's talking about how your body is reacting to the weather, y'all. Like the video.
Not just a snowstorm. This is a precision-coded atmospheric assault, and your body already knows it. Why are entire cities freezing while elites at Davos leak plans for artificial rain and sulfur skies? Why is Florida bracing for Arctic collapse while Russia's buried under 130 years of snow in a single month? Because it's not weather. It's a weapon. Look, you're watching maps, forecasts, models, but they're not predictions. They're deployment blueprints. Each color band, every cold front, encoded with algorithmic intent. 2 major models, Euro versus GFS, but what they're really modeling? Civil compliance thresholds, transport disruption ratios, nervous system collapse tolerances. The real storm isn't outside. It's the one designed to make your gut go quiet while your mind scrambles to explain it. Look, the same week they announced record cold, elites at Davos leak weather modification ops. Coincidence or confession? This storm is scroll-coded. Ice across major power corridors. Snow, chokeholds on supply lines. Major Arctic air driven south, not by chance, but by script. Beneath it all, geoengineered silence. This isn't global warming. It's climate weaponization. You are being trained to fear the sky and surrender your sovereignty for safety. DARPA, laser-like comms, black rot. Their fingerprints are in the clouds. Their levers are in the jet streams. Their agenda is full spectrum, weather, tech, psyche. If your body already knew this storm was not real, comment, scroll. You're not paranoid. You're scroll aware. 163 snow in Russia, worse in 130 years. Simultaneously, Florida preps for Arctic collapse. Pattern or plan? Look, this is not just about snow. This is about data priming and control consolidation. They want to see how fast they can shut down cities without using troops. How fast your nervous system freezes when the grid flickers and the map turns purple. Weather is now a field weapon. Your forecast is a forecasted psyop reaction metric. It is synthetic pressure applied to the human system to fracture the threshold between trust and instinct. You're not being warned. You're being conditioned. If your breath changed while watching this, if your stomach tightened.
One thing I will say, because she's saying a lot, and a lot is she's kind of weaving in and out of traffic, but the overall of what she's saying is this. Listen. Even if you don't believe in the HARP and the DARPA and all that stuff, I'll give you an example. I said this a long time ago. Before, when it used to be about to rain, you used to be able to smell it. I know people who used to have arthritis. Put a 3 in the chat if you ever heard of this. People who used to have arthritis, whenever the rain will be about to come, they'll be like, oh, Lord, I know it's about to rain. My arthritis messing up. You see what I'm saying? Or, your body Because see, we don't pay attention to our bodies and how it interacts with the universe. But what she's saying is, prior to all of what we know now, our bodies will really tell us about the weather. Take all the hard DARPA shit out the way. What she's saying is, now our bodies are disconnected from forecasting the weather, and they just basically giving us the weather, which isn't real weather, it's weapons. I told y'all we are under war. I keep telling y'all we at war. You feel what I'm saying? It's just you think of war as one side with tanks and the other side with tanks, and they go against each other, you know? But that's not the case. They're different sorts of warfare. What she's saying overall, for people in the back is, listen, even if you don't believe in all these different systems, I've been told y'all the rain is fake because we don't smell it hardly no more. I'm not saying never, but for the most part, we never hardly smell the rain. It just comes. I told y'all the snow was fake because I remember when it snowed a couple of years ago, cool people up here toward Atlanta and up to north of Georgia started getting sick right after the snow, even in New Orleans. When it snowed that bad in New Orleans, I said, oh Lord, and then people turned around and started getting sick. The point she's saying and the point I'm making is, even if you don't believe in the intricate details of it, something is wrong and your body is telling you. But if you don't tap in and you don't have any wherewithal to listen to your body, you'll never know. That's why I was able to notice, kind of like, I don't know how long it took me to notice, but I was able to notice, bruh, it's raining and I don't smell it. Like the way that rain used to smell, even after it rained, when it used to hit the asphalt, it had a different smell. Put a 3 in the chat. Now, y'all know I don't have a memory in numbers and letters. I don't. My memory is in picture, audio, and sometimes I guess whatever you call smelling. But even when it used to rain and it would hit the asphalt, it had a certain smell. It don't smell like that no more. All I know is weather be happening and then people be getting sick. Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist, proud one, but still a conspiracy theorist. So I know some people might feel like I'm talking crazy, but even if you don't, just do your research and pay attention to the weather around there. And I don't think this weather is safe to play outside in. I just don't. You know, I think they want us to play outside. I remember last year when New Orleans had that big snowstorm, all them people went viral in Atlanta for being outside. Then all them people went viral in New Orleans going outside playing in the snow. It was going to a whole viral who had the best snow day in what city, And at first it was funny, but then I want to say maybe like a few weeks later it hit me. What if that's engineered as well to get people to want to get out and play in the snow so that you have a better chance of getting sick? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist though, but y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to show y'all this. Shout out to I was telling my daughter this. Now I told you my daughter's she's in school to be a physical therapist. And me and her was talking, and this is her first year on her master's program. And next year she'll be starting into her second year. And I told my baby when I was up there, I said, man, look, I say, I'm a level with your fat. I say, by the time you get that degree in a couple of years, it ain't gonna be worth nothing because these folks is out here trying to basically delegitimize all these certifications and degrees. But then it dawned on me. I said, but it ain't just for physical therapy. It's for damn near everything because like I told y'all before, they want us to be slaves. And in the slave world, we're not going to be physical slaves. We'll be digital slaves and mental slaves. They don't want us to work. That's why Trump be on here talking about, oh, we're going to make it to where y'all don't pay taxes. It sounds good until you know exactly what it is. It's to keep you under more control. Well, when I told her that, she was like, well, you know what? I'm already here. I'm going to just go do what I got to do. Boom, boom, boom. It dawned on me right after that. I saw an article saying that, like Elon saying, they about to take away all degrees, girl. I don't care what you got a degree in. They about to make you not your degree be null and void. And if you're not, let me tell you something. Let me say this. If you are not a creative, if you don't have no way of being creative or any way of creating your own way of income, you are going to be a slave. I'm telling you now. All y'all holding on to these jobs. I don't know who need to hear this, and I ain't telling you what to do, but somebody need to hear this. All y'all holding on to these jobs and these corporations and all of this stuff, it ain't going to be worth nothing in less than 5 years. Less than 5 years. Okay? Now, I'm not telling you to stop what you're doing. What I'm telling you to do is pivot. I'll give you an example for my baby. My baby about to be in her second year with her physical therapy degree. Okay, if Trump them come out and say no more physical therapy degrees, we're gonna do everything with freaking AI. Look what I told my baby. I said, now you become a commodity. Now you become something that people need, because guess what? Everybody not gonna trust AI. While the majority go to AI, it's going to be a small fraction of people who be like, I don't trust AI. I prefer a person. This is where you come in, supply and demand, and you put your store on the corner, or you put your business on the corner, because now you offering something that the rest of the world don't have, which is a thing that, well, like I just said, that something that the other world don't have. You have a commodity that's high in supply and demand. Yes, create a field. So while everybody else is just going to give away their degrees and just surrender to AI, there's going to be a number of people that only want to deal with humans. I'm saying all that to say this. Whatever you're doing, I'm not saying walk away, drop, and quit. Some of y'all might need to drop and quit. However, some of y'all can pivot. Take that information and do with it as you please. Now, why am I saying all this? Elon that came on here the other day and said in less than 10 years, all of the doctors gonna be AI. Now he done came back and said it's gonna be less than 5 years and all of the doctors gonna be AI, and your medical degrees won't mean nothing. At one point, we used to think, okay, AI gonna take over all the jobs, but not medical, not, the law, not the judicial shit. They trying to make us all slaves. Do you hear me? Let's get into Elon. It says Elon Musk claims AI will soon replace doctors, making medical degrees pointless. It says Elon is back stirring conversation, this time with a blunt take on the future of medicine as artificial intelligence keeps leveling up. During a recent podcast conversation focused on AI with Peter H. Diamandis, robotics and healthcare, Musk asked a straightforward question. If machines eventually outperform human doctors, will medical school still be worth it? When pressed further, Musk did not soften his stance. He says, yes, pointless. The remark landed as part of a larger discussion about how fast AI is moving into spaces once thought untouchable. It says Musk argued that advanced systems could eventually handle, diagnose, and surgery more accurate than humans. It says while also expanding access to elite level care. AI will be able to do medical diagnosis and surgery better than humans, Musk said. He then doubled down on the scale of that future, adding that everyone will have access to medical care that is better than what the president receives now. Musk framed the comment as forward-looking, not a dismissal of today's or doctors or medical students. He's pointed to rapid gains in automation, robots, and machines learning as signals of where healthcare could be headed, not where it currently stands. Still, the reaction online has been mixed. Some see his comments as a realistic forecast tied to technology's trajectory. Others argue that the medicine is not only about precision and speed, but also about trust, ethics, human connections, and areas whereas machines fall short. Let's get into it. It says, as AI evolves, more than even the most respected and demanding career paths may face pressure to change, adapt, or completely rethink how expertise is defined. To read the rest, Let's get into Elon telling us that in 5 years, all our doctors gonna be goddamn robots. Because right
now, there's a shortage of doctors and great surgeons. You're a doctor yourself.
Yes.
You know how that it takes a long time for a human to become
ridiculously expensive and long.
Super long time to learn to be a good doctor. And even then, the knowledge is constantly evolving. It's hard to keep up with everything. Doctors have limited time. They make mistakes. And you say, like, how many great surgeons are there? Not that many great surgeons.
When do you think Optimus will be a better surgeon than the best surgeons? How long for that?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Yeah. And by the way,
and if y'all notice, every time they do an interview with Elon, the time lessens. Y'all notice that? It wasn't but before the election was over, he was saying, I see 10 years, maybe we'll be doing X, Y, and Z. Then the same thing they asked him on another interview, he'd be like, between 5 and 7 years. And then they'd be like, nah, we down to 3. I'm telling y'all, and let's be clear, Elon is a part of the prophecy. Listen, the technology and the age of technology is coming. There's nothing that you can do about it. It is written. It is prophetic, okay? Elon's job is to do exactly what he is doing, coming in, ushering in the technology. Some people might wonder, how the hell did this man come from somewhere we don't know about and he has all this control? It's because he is a part of the agenda. He's doing his job. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just you need to be aware. Okay, so Elon is doing his part by ushering in this age of technology, and it is up to us, okay, to make sure that we're able to pivot. It's up to us to make sure that we're able to combat it whenever need be. Don't be afraid of it, because it's gonna happen. Like, we're here already, and this ain't the first time we've come up on technology. Some people are old souls and have old ancient memory, and they know how to combat this. This is why I be telling y'all to go out, ground, meditate, and pray so we can tap in.
So 3 years at scale.
Yes.
There'll probably be more Optimus robots that are great surgeons than there are all surgeons on Earth.
I think your point was medicine is going to be effectively free. The best medicine in the world.
Right now, there's a shortage of, everyone will have access to medical care that is better than what the president receives right now.
So don't go to medical school.
Yes, pointless. Yeah. I mean, unless you, but I would say that applies to any form of education. There's not like some, I do it for social reasons.
Yeah.
You're not going to medical school.
If you want to hang out with like-minded people, I suppose everyone will have access to medical care that is better than.
So basically, he's saying if you go into medical school, it's going to be to say I went. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, you went. That's cool. But let me tell y'all something, man. With this age of technology type of thing, remember I was telling y'all yesterday, I said, yo, or was it the day before yesterday? I said, yo, we got to tap in. I said, because we need to start ushering in our own babies. Because I told y'all, and I'm going to say it again, the universe is ushering in a whole new group of leaders, a whole new group of free thinkers that some of us can't fathom. And they coming in through the wounds of the people that are already here. I told y'all, we need to get back into, what do you call it? What you call it when you be, damn it, y'all know how I am with words. But when you be bringing in children, when you midwives. I said we need to tap back into our midwives and stuff like that, and STEM, all of this stuff, agriculture, because these are the things that we're going to be able to utilize to combat the machine. Because remember, the machine can give you precision, but let's be clear. If he's giving you this type of free healthcare, then your lives are going to be completely under the guise of these machines or whoever's controlling these machines. I don't want it. Because I know me, I don't want no machine to do my surgery. I trust a good old-fashioned person with the, you know what I'm saying? With the scalpel or whatever you call it, in the glasses on, sitting over me with God on his behind him. I trust that person. I trust the man who prayed, who know his shit, who prayed right before the surgery, and he letting God guide his hands. That's the one I want. I would prefer that than the doggone machine, because again, you don't know what they telling the machine to do. And again, we already see AI is hella racist. Go look on Twitter. Go look on anywhere AI is. AI is hella racist. Black America, you be foolish to trust them collectively with our health and well-being. Okay? AI is racist on any platform you go and pull up right now. Even on YouTube. Ask it a genuine question about Black American history and watch it lie to you. It's already prejudiced and racist. Now, you want me to have that same AI be in charge of my life? I'm good, love. Enjoy. I would prefer to have, like I say, somebody, you feel what I'm saying, who has been studied, who knows what they doing. And you know what? If God caught me home under the guise of this person, then let the chips fall where they may. But at least I know it wasn't predetermined by no system. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say this. Yes, the majority of people are going to be using AI. Yes, most people gonna bitch about it, but then right after the government say shut your bitch ass up, they're gonna all be running down there to their AI doctors and all that, and they're gonna be getting mad at you if you don't want to go down there. I seen them do it with COVID. So at first it's going to be like, oh my God, we don't want the AI doctors. It's horrible. And then when the government snatch them niggas up by the neck, then they're going to say, okay. And then they're going to look at the ones of us who say we don't rock with that shit. And then they're going to want to attack us. I watched y'all do it for COVID. I'm saying all that to say this. Learn how to pivot. Always remain flexible, okay? Everybody not going to want the AI. That means you create a supply and demand. I'm not the only person thinking like this. There's many Black Americans who are not going to trust AI. Create the supply and provide the demand, okay? That's all I'm saying. But don't get scared about it. It is what it is. It's coming. It is what it is. Yep, we need our natural healers back. Who you telling, girl? Who you telling? Listen, man, watch out. Watch out. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. There's one more video I wanted to show y'all. So remember, I tell y'all about genealogy all the time because I tell y'all if we don't do our genealogy, we're not going to know who we are. And if we don't know who we are, then people who are not us are going to be able to sweep in and take our inheritance, right? The genealogy is your direct line to your inheritance. Whatever that was stolen or taken from you, Black America, it is hidden right there in your genealogy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? All the reparations we've been fighting for, all of the things that we've been told about that's been stolen from us, all of that stuff is right there under your thumb. It's in your genealogy. The reason why genealogy isn't pushed is because if we find that out, then we're going to come back for everything that we're owed. And it is going to force the people that seem to be on the top to have to take their place where they belong, which is the bottom. This is why most of your biggest leaders won't tell you much about genealogy because they're controlled. I don't have a leader. I don't have a boss. I'm not working for nobody but God. I'm going to tell you till I can't tell you no more to do your genealogy. You have hidden treasures, in your own genealogy. But if you don't know that it's there, you'll continue to think that, it's pointless. Now, shout out to the chief. She from out New Orleans, Chief Warhorse. It's crazy because my grandma's sister name, her nickname Warhorse. But anyway, Chief Warhorse, she's talking about how the $5 footlongs, this is what happens when you don't do your genealogy, you don't know who you are. So the $5 footlongs, that's the $5 Native Americans, they have been posturing across the world that they are the true Americans. That is a lie. The true natural American, let me pull them up. The real true American, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is, where is that? Where that picture at? Is you. You are the true American. They have given you this photo of these people and made you believe that these other people are the true Americans, the $5 footlongs. They are not the true Americans. The true Americans are you. Okay? I need you to know that. I don't need you to think it. I need you to know it. Now, through media and propaganda, they have told us that the true Americans are the $5 footlongs. That's the Native Americans you see walking around going, they are not. They are actors. They are imposters. They have been placed purposely here for you to think that you come from somewhere else. They are Siberians who allegedly came across the Bering Strait. They didn't. They was brought in by that clear man. Okay, and they have been cosplaying as the true Americans since the beginning of time, or at least since the beginning of the time that we know about. And because we have yet to dig into our genealogy, we still fighting each other over the term Black, when the fact of the matter is Black is not even an issue. The issue is, who are you outside of that? You are the true American. You'll never know it if you never do your genealogy. And when you don't do your genealogy, the imposters have a free way to come in and steal your birthright. I'm pretty positive most people on this chat have heard stories about elders or at least past family members who owned businesses. Put a 3 in the chat if you've heard about a grandmother who owned a business, a grandfather who owned a business, even if it was before you were born, an uncle, an aunt, a sibling, somebody who had something and was popping at one point in time. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden it was gone. That is all hidden in your own personal genealogy. The key to go get all of that stuff back is hidden in your own personal genealogy. I can't go find it for you. I don't know y'all. Nobody else could go find it for you. Now, yeah, you can give them your information. They can do the legwork. But for the most part, this is all personal to you. You would never know that this stuff was taken from you in your mind. Oh, that they just lost it. No. 9.5 times out of 10, it was illegally stolen. That's treasure sitting right under your name and you have no idea. Now, why is this important? If you don't know that that's your treasure, it leaves room for everybody else coming to America, cosplaying American, to take your treasure. The African, remember, they drop their name and become Tyrone Davis. The $5 footlong, they get their names and become Americans. The Asian, everybody drop their name and turn into a Negro name, whether you want to call it that or not. Because if you understand what a Negro name is, you understand that we are the originals of names. So that means all them names come from us. Okay? Now, if you don't do your genealogy, they swoop in, cosplay as you, and take it right from under you. And that's exactly what the $5 footlongs are doing in the city of Atlanta. The $5 footlongs have gone up to the city of Atlanta and told them, we want our land back. Now, most of us know about a little place called Oscarville. What they call it now? Lake Lanier. Some of us know about places like, what do you call it? Up there in where Georgia State, not Georgia State, where UGA at and all that stuff. All of that was black land where all of our people were robbed, killed, persecuted, raped, and pillaged, and ran off of our land. And here come the $5 footlongs because we don't know who we are, swooping in to take our shit. This is very imperative, y'all. I need y'all to pay attention. You're standing on land that belongs to you. Athens, that's the name of the place. Thank you, Sergeant. You are standing on land that belongs to you, but you have no clue. You've been fighting a whirlwind of a battle over something that has nothing to do with what you need to be dealing with. If the longer you stay out of your genealogy, the longer they're going to jump in it and take your shit. Let's get into Chief Warhorse talking about how the $5 footlongs done swooped into Georgia, talking about they want their land back. And again, Black America, it's so many of you who this land truly belong to, but you'll never know because you refuse to dive into your genealogy. Let's check it out.
It was a deal. Look, Confederates, if y'all stay over there, we just be like we won the war. Y'all take the Indians and all their possessions, and we'll leave y'all alone. Y'all leave us alone. That's what it looked like the deal was. But the stupid fools forgot they was the Confederates and they think they was the Indians. So they want to take America back. Did y'all see them fools they had? Can you send me some stuff that day? These fools down there, talking about they want Georgia. They're going to take Atlanta back.
Way on the Trail of Tears.
Oh, just a little translation. She's saying that these fools done went down to Georgia, to Atlanta, talking about they wanted. Okay, let me back it up. She said that the $5 footlongs, even though was portrayed to us as the Native American or the Indian, they really not. In real life, they really are the white people. But because so much time has gone by, we don't know who we are, and they really believe in the Kool-Aid about who they are. They really done marched all the way down to Georgia talking about they want their doggone land back. Now, this is the gag part. They telling us that they came off the Trail of Tears. I told y'all what the real Trail of Tears was. The real Trail of Tears was that doggone Great Migration. You want to know what the Trail of Tears was? It was your black ass, your family going from here, there, and everywhere under these great, quote unquote, great migrations. Okay, that's the real Trail of Tears. But watch the $5 footlong.
To deliver this letter to you folks. We want you to know that the contemporary Muskogee people are now making their journey back to our homelands, and hereby give notice to Mayor Andrew Dickens, the Atlanta City Council, the Atlanta Police Department, the Atlanta Police Foundation, the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, and so-called Cop City, that you must immediately vacate Muskogee homelands.
Muskogee is a language. So now the language became a tribe. And the tribe's gonna take Georgia. Let me tell them people something. Let me serve notice on that. I think y'all walking into an okie doke with the United States. You finna violate your contracts with America.
Elaine, I'm so sorry this happened to you. What happened after he called your ID fake?
They just kind of kept arguing with me about it, and I kept telling them that it was from a federally recognized tribe.
Because the contracts also say if you come against America, they can drop your money. So then you're not going to be getting no commodities, healthcare, casinos, or nothing. It must was a deal. Look, Confederates, if y'all stay over there, we just made like we won the war. Y'all take the Indians and all their possessions, and we leave y'all alone, y'all leave us alone. That's why they look like the deal was. But the stupid fools forgot they was the Confederates and they think they was the Indians. So they want to take America back.
So, and she talks fast. She's from Louisiana, but basically what she's saying is they messed up their contracts by going against America because Georgia is a part of America. Now, the original deals was, hey, y'all get to cosplay as the original people of the land. That's the $5 footlong. But as long as y'all doing that, you can't go against America. Well, when these people, now mind you, she said Muskogee is not a real tribe. It is a language. They turned the language into a tribe. Now, this language tribe, because that's what it is, has marched down to Georgia and Atlanta saying that they demand their lands back. And what the chief was saying is you violated the contracts by going against America first, because the deal you're supposed to be under is you get to cosplay, but you don't never get to go against us. Why is this important? Because it's not about them. It's about us. That's our land they up there playing with. That's our land, them people going around there talking about vacate our lands expeditiously. That's our ancestors with the blood on the streets, in Atlanta, in Athens, in all of these different places. That's our stuff. But we don't know that. Some of us think that we come from Africa still. And the other ones who know that we don't come from Africa, it's come from here, we still can't grasp the concept that we already home. Do your genealogy, man. Even if you feel like I ain't on that Indian shit, take the Indian shit out of it. Do your genealogy. It is imperative, because if you don't do it, somebody gonna come and take your land, your inheritance, your name, and everything. And then remember, they're already about to put us under these slavery systems. Let's be clear. So once they come in and take your land and all that stuff and take your name, now what? Now you just like kind of like a block, just sitting there, just kind of like floating. Like you don't really have anything to offer the world because, and listen, why I'm talking, because the download I'm getting is people who don't know who they are and don't have a stake to who they are, when they take your ass into slavery, if somebody else reclaim your lineage, you're done. Now, I don't know if this is scare tactic. That's just the download I got. They say once it get real bad, if you don't claim your lineage and somebody else claims your lineage and you can't prove it's you a rap. And it makes sense. It makes sense because everybody, like I said, do what you want. Do your genealogy. Yes, identity theft is real. And let me tell you something. You know the government going to make it to where it's easy for them to steal our identity, right? Because remember, the government or the powers that be don't want us to take our rightful places back at the top. Because that's what this is all about. They've been ruling for how long? They don't want us back at the top. They fear what we would do to them. And they also fear being back at the bottom where they belong. So yeah, it's going to be identity theft, but the government going to make sure that they're capable of doing it without a lot of pushback. I'm telling you, but y'all need to start early and do your genealogy. Okay, please, please, please. Now I want to get into a couple of things that I have written down here. Y'all like the video. Let's get into Shanice, Evelyn Lozada's daughter, and Shanice. Now we're going to talk about women and importance of women and value of women here. Because I didn't mean to start off with this, but we here. Now, I'm not no charm school woman relationship guru. I hate that shit. As a matter of fact, I don't never want to be nobody, or I hate women that get on here and tell other women how to be. I can't stand it. Bitch, shut your ugly ass up. That's what I be saying. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm even about to talk about this, now I feel like I'm telling me, bitch, shut your ugly ass up. Because if I was in the audience, I wouldn't want to hear this. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I gotta say it. So this is what's going on. We have completely forgot what the value of a woman is. Now we believe the value of a woman lies within our possessions and our image and our body. And because those are the surface things that we look for value, we literally have nothing to offer, not only a man, but not even our children. Like we don't have much, and I'm not saying all of us. So if it's not you, don't go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the collective of us as Black women. We don't know no value, or we don't have a value because we don't know where to start to understand what value is. All our value is external. How much money we make, how well we can keep our houses, what kind of cars we drive, how much our wigs cost, how our clothes look. Those are where we find value. And because of that, internally, we don't have anything of value to offer anybody. Take a man off the table, even our children. And then we try to overcompensate that by giving them more things. And then that never works out. It's kind of weird. At any rate, Evelyn Lozada is one of those women who passed on the generational curse of not understanding value. Because see, Evelyn, like a lot of women, had zero value outside the external. Y'all remember when Basketball Wives first popped off? Evelyn and Jennifer, label down. Do you hear me? Label down. Chanel, Gucci. Remember, that was in Giuseppe Hills. This is back when we didn't even know the girls was popping it off like this. This is just coming onto not the internet, but on TV. And we looking at, oh shit, these is Black and quote unquote Black and brown girls, and they got on $1,000 shoes. Like, this is a big deal. But they were labeled down. Those are the surface people who have zero value to offer other than the things that make them. Let me say it again, because there's somebody in the audience who need to hear this, and you're gonna feel like a hit dog, and you're gonna feel like she ain't talking to me. No, I'm talking to you. We put so much value in the outer stuff that we completely get rid of the value internally. So when I see people, this is just me. I'm going to tell y'all how I be judging on the inside. We all do it. But when I see people who are labeled down, just presentation more than anything, I know that there's little to nothing of value on the inside, because everything of value is on the outside, okay? Now, Evelyn Lozada, being one of those girls who was labeled down, value, she had everything except one thing to keep a man, or at least get a man who would even love her. And I'm not saying that a man is the prize, but to Evelyn, a man was the prize. So since that's her prize, we're going to measure her success by her prize, okay? Again, I'm not saying that having a man is a prize. And for the women who get triggered by that type of shit, you need to go heal. Because every man ain't bad. Sometimes it's you, bitch, okay? At any rate, Evelyn, because all of her value was on the outside, I knew right then and there was nothing on the inside. And I had kind of lost my thought. But either way, she passed that generational curse on to her daughter. It seems like her daughter, Shanice, is a beautiful girl, well-kept, but she has zero internal to give. And it's because Evelyn, like a lot of women, think that their value lies externally when it really is internally. Now, Evelyn is dumb as a box of rocks. And that plays a major cue or a major part as to why she can't find love. Because love, you got to be able to spell it to see it. You get it? However, Evelyn set her daughter up for failure because she done sent this girl off to go. I ain't going to say sent her off. Let me not say that. Evelyn didn't even learn life's lessons enough to show her daughter a better way. Evelyn has gone 30, 40 years of hoeing and smowing and slutting and ducking all over America, probably a little tri-state areas across the world and everything. And she has zero to show for it, not even a good career. And she raised the daughter. You would think she would say, let me learn this lesson and teach my daughter another way. No, she just passed down the same idiocracy. And now the daughter sitting in front of her baby father, not knowing that he's a damn felon. Mind you, they done already had the baby. Because Shanice, like her mother Evelyn, have zero internally to offer anybody because everything is on the external. Everything is how I look, What labels do I have? How does this look? Oh, am I catch this and catch that? You know, that those type of girls have zero value and they have zero brains. So now I want to get into Evelyn's daughter Shanice not having brains like her mom, finding out that the father of her child for the first time is a felon. And this the gag, girl. You could have asked us. We been told you that nigga was a felon. Was you not listening to us when we found out you was pregnant by your mama best friend baby daddy? We been told you that nigga was a felon, but you slow like your mom. Let's get into it, y'all. Get the likes up. Hold on, where that thing at?
Surprised that they weaponized the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show. Like, I had a feeling it would happen, but like, how did you feel about that? Because
they called you a felon.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Are you a felon?
I am. So
the fact that she had to ask if he was a felon after having a baby, that tells me you hoes been hustling backwards for a long time. Do y'all even talk to these niggas when y'all get to know these niggas? Do you even pinch the bitch? Like, what y'all be when y'all meet? Because I'm an old girl, I'm an older girl. So I'm an older girl. Hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. What's your name? How many kids you got? What you do for? I'm an old school girl. What y'all hoes be talking about when y'all get with these niggas? Nothing. Y'all just be so happy to be on side of a nigga with a coin, and you get to go on Instagram and do like this, and you get to act like you did nothing. Why is you just finding out your baby daddy is a felon? And Evelyn, bitch, you should be hanging your head low as a mother, because I would look at my daughter and say, I done failed you. What the hell you mean, is he really a felon? Let's get into it, girl.
I don't feel slighted by someone trying to like throw like my past at me. Yeah, I'm a felon. My mama know I'm a felon. My kids know I'm a felon. My fans know I'm a felon. And
girl, everybody knew he was a felon except you, and you got a baby for him. Everybody knew he was a felon except Shanice, and she the one with the baby for him.
That's just what it is. I don't try to duck who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Am I in jail? Absolutely not. Made some mistakes in the past. Yes, I have. I was young, a little misguided. My father died a long time ago. Even when he was alive, I didn't really lean on him for advice the way I should have, the way my children can to me. So yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm not like one of those who's going to hide or, mask my face because I have a fear of somebody being judgmental about who I was at one point in time in my life. What I do know for a fact is anybody that's speaking my name, right, will not say that and if they see me, because one or two things. Number one, I am a felon. And number two, I'm gonna get off in your ass in person. Like, I'm gonna get off in your ass. So you're not gonna even come at me like that. So do it for the show, do it on the internet. It's all cute, it's all cool. I can't really snatch my TV off the wall and break it across my knee because I'm mad at you. But when I see you in person, and one day I will, have that same energy. It's all that I ask. I'm not doing the back and forth on the internet. And 10 out of 10 times when people see me in person, they don't have the same energy. So cool, have at it.
Yeah. How many felonies do you have?
Oh,
Blaze is gonna ask one day.
Yeah,
so.
I think like on record, 2 on record.
Oh, this was hard to watch. On both accounts. Oh, this was hard to watch. Girl, you done laid down with this nigga and let him ski off in you and shoot up the club. And you ain't know he was a felon? Wait till you find out what the felon is for. And Evelyn, did you teach your daughter anything, bitch? You done bumped your head, no pun intended, but you done bumped your head a few times on a few niggas. And you ain't teach your daughter nothing. You know what this tells me? Both of them was just excited to be with the next one. He was excited to smash her, and she was excited to say she with the game. No depth of conversation. No, who are you? No, nothing. Just Instagram photos, and that's why y'all can't fall in love. That's why y'all hate each other. Y'all don't even know each other. I get it. No wonder you can't make no love songs. Y'all don't get a chance to know each other. And Evelyn, you know what it also gives me too? Shanice is a pretty girl, and that's it. Empty, hollow, nothing else. Just a pretty girl. Just a pretty girl. I see a bitch like me with a head on her shoulders will run circle around y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Get me up here, because I gotta say this part. Put a bitch like me with a head on her shoulders and she bad in front of your nigga, man. And I ain't even on that type of time. I don't even rock like that. But I'm just saying, I didn't realize some women are so slow. But no, listen, for real, all jokes aside, for real, we got to change that, man. It's more than about what the external can give us. It's more than about what it looks like. We got to start finding depth. Who are you? Who are you, black woman? Because we've been going around here so caught up on the sexy red craze, so caught up on, you see what I'm saying? So caught up on the twerking and fighting for the abortion rights that we done forgot that we actually supposed to have depth to who we are as people. We don't even have no personalities no more. This girl, Shanice, so how many felonies do you have? Bitch, are you dumb? How is you slow? What you mean? How many? Your next question should have been, well, what did you do? Did you kill somebody? That's what I always ask. Soon as a nigga say he went to jail. Or I went to prison. For real? You killed somebody? I'm going to ask him just like that. Don't kill. Now, I ain't going to lie. One time the dude said yeah, and it scared the shit out of me. One day I was talking to this dude. Girl, because if you've been to jail, if you've been to prison, you killed somebody in my head. Girl, and this one boy said, he said, I went to prison, I did 10 years. I said, what you did? You killed somebody? He said, yeah. I said, oh, well, welcome back. Bitch, look, let me get my little keys and all of that. Let me get my purse. Make sure to call. Let me put the automatic start. Let me start the call right quick, because this nigga here. You feel what I'm going to play it off. Oh, yeah. In the back of my head, bitch. Let me exit out the bike. Yeah, let me get out the bike, though. Yeah. I'm not like y'all. I'm not cut like y'all girls. They got girls who love murderers. I'm scared of them niggas. I'm not like that. I'm scared. Some of y'all think it's sexy. Shout out to y'all. Me? Oh, no, bitch. Out of there, bitch. You might catch a flashback. No, sir. I'm scared. I'm scared of them dudes. Some girls like that dude. I'm just scared. I don't know. I'm a scary girl. I don't want no parts. At any rate, Evelyn Lozada, her daughter looks a mess because she don't know these men. And a lot of us don't know these people that we sleeping with. Well, not me, because I ain't sleeping with nobody. But even still, we need to be mindful of what we can offer on the inside, because this what made me think about it when I saw the Cameron situation. Let me give you a different situation with the same type of deal. So look at Cam. Remember, we talking about substance in women and value. Who are you outside of the external woman, black woman in particular? Who are you? What do you have to offer outside of your external, right? And I don't mean just to a man, to the world, period, poo, whatever it is. I've come to find out that I've ran across the most beautiful women in my life. I'm talking about in random everyday walking. But I ain't gonna lie, talking to him is like talking to airheads, like Shanice, like like Games' baby mama and Evelyn's daughter. Beautiful on the outside with nothing on the inside. Now it brings me to this thing with Cam and his ex. Why she's on his podcast, I have no idea. But they were talking about, first of all, Cam is not a good guy to women. Any woman who likes Cam, you a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna just say that. He doesn't look like the type of guy who cares about women genuinely. Okay, we saw what he did Juju, and he was with Juju for damn near 30 years. Now, if he could do that to Juju, no hoe could really stand a chance. Okay. At any rate, he's on this podcast with this ex-girl, and she's talking about how a man is supposed to surprise. So it's supposed to provide and protect her. And yes, a man is. However, some of you women, and yes, protection, it shouldn't be conditional, but it should be, because some women are ditzy and dumb. This girl is another one like Evelyn Lozada's daughter with 0 on the inside. She's slow as a turtle. I don't give a damn how many degrees you hoes be getting. You hoes be slow as a turtle, right? She on here talking about how Cam was supposed to protect and provide, but Cam was trying to tell her, I don't mind protecting and providing, but I want to invest in someone who actually has something to invest in. Like, for instance, she was saying, I wanted to go to nursing school. He was like, yeah, but you've been in nursing school for like 10 years. Now, that point went over her head, and she don't want to hear nothing other than, but as a man, you're supposed to protect and provide, and those women do not deserve provision. I don't think all women deserve provision. And I don't think women who don't even have anything to offer, I don't think you deserve provision. Provide you to do what? No, I don't think. I don't think every woman deserves provision, especially women like this. Shawnees and women like this, absolutely not. Let's get into the back and forth with this girl. And again, she looked like she a cute girl, but she's slow as a turtle. She's not understanding, first of all, when him going in on her, telling her basically, girl, look, you dumb. That's what he's trying to say, but she's missing the point. On top of that, he's basically telling her, you didn't come to me with anything to invest in or to offer. But she's thinking, but I got nursing school. And let me say this. It's one of those external validation things that you check up off the list. Oh, what's a good thing to do that everybody think is popular and acceptable? Nursing school. So cool. Let me put nursing school on the list. And then that goes on the list with house, car, husband, family, travel. Y'all know how y'all do y'all vision boards. I never did one. I always thought it was the dumbest shit I ever seen. But y'all know how y'all do with the vision boards. House, family, man, car, travel, da-da-da-da. And you put that shit on the list like as if it's just a checklist. And it's not. It has to be something that you have a passion to do. Go to nursing school, you can get 50 nursing degrees. But if that ain't your passion, then what's the point? Why would I invest in that? But she's not going to catch that because in her mind, because the internet told her, simply because she's a woman, she deserves protection and provision. And I'll say it to anybody's face. Every woman don't deserve that because every woman ain't a woman. But let's get into her and his back and forth.
Exactly.
Why does that matter? Do you have a girlfriend right now, Kim?
I don't need nobody to protect and provide for me. I'm not looking for that. I'm just trying
You're
to
a
say.
man. I wouldn't expect that.
I'm just trying to say that this is the thing that you think that because you're dating somebody, like for instance, right? Give you an example.
So as a woman, if I share my body with a man, I shouldn't expect him to want to protect and provide for me? That's what you would teach your fucking daughter?
The problem.
Pause. First of all, any woman sharing her body with a man, if you don't get nothing out of it, then you a new age fool. Secondly, you shouldn't share your body with a man in hopes of getting something out of it, because then that turns you into a prostitute. And it's a very thin line of prostitution and bitch, I'm gonna get my just due. Because I'm not the type of girl that's transactional. No, you're not gonna give me this and then I give you that. But nigga, if I'm around certain things, it's just gonna happen. I've never budged off of that, and I never will. I just never been with a bum. I just never liked them. You know what I'm saying? However, see, when a woman has an essence on her, she don't have to say all that. A man know to provide for a woman. A real one, when he see it. At least that's always been my experience. I ain't never had to ask nobody to buy me nothing. I just never had. But I'm a nourisher too. I'm also a type of person I've always been a nourishing person. I've always been a caring person. And I found that, not all, because Cam is an idiot. But I find with some men, real men, when they notice a real woman, they fall in line. Just like when a woman notices a real man, she fall in line. But ultimately, he's an idiot and she's a dummy. And she believes that simply because she laid down with him, he's supposed to protect and provide. And that's why these niggas be playing on y'all top. Let me go back, though.
So I'm not having sex with my daughter.
What are you talking about?
Just make up your mind.
No, it's not about having sex with your daughter. It's about, that's what you would teach your daughter.
Oh, teach your daughter. I'm sorry.
She just having sex with a man that doesn't want to protect and provide for her. Like what?
The problem is this: you want to protect.
You think men and women are equal?
No. What I'm trying to explain to you is this: for me, I rather invest in my female than give my female, and that's the problem.
You've never invested in me
because you had bad investments. That's why you're in nursing school. I'm trying to explain to you that the investments that you had weren't good.
That's not why I'm in nursing school. I've been working on my nursing degree since fucking 2019.
Why you don't have it yet?
I opened the business to help me get through nursing school.
Pause. Because that's the part that went over her own head. You said he said, I don't like giving my women money. I like investing in them. You said, what you mean giving me money? I'm in nursing school. He said, but you've been in nursing school since 2019. So let's count, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 2019. Well, we can leave 2019. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This year, that means it's been 7 years, bitch. You've been chasing this nursing degree. Now, I don't know no nursing degree that takes 7 years. However, I know a lot of bitches that take more than enough than 7 years of time to get these degrees. And I want to be the first one to say, it ain't for you, fat. It ain't. And you're a horrible investment. You know why? Because you're not even smart enough to realize if this is a degree that normally takes 2 years and I have doubled that time and I'm still at it, you're not even intelligent enough to realize, baby, this ain't my lane. I got to pivot. And I'm not telling you to give up on your dreams. I'm telling you to trash your nightmares, bitch. There's no way this hoe should have been in 2019 starting her nursing degree and we still in 2026 and she's still working on it. But again, it goes over her head because she made a list. I told y'all, like the list that y'all be making. Husband, family, career, nursing school. And she's trying to check it off the list. But when you don't understand that it's more than about having a list, it's about what it is you want in life, then you're going to continue to be stuck on stupid. And that's what she is. Stuck on stupid. He's telling you, dummy. He never invested money in you because, number one, you stupid and you dumb. You can't even pass nursing school. That's what he want to say. Then he also want to say, you're not even smart enough to understand that you dumb right now. You think the value lies between your legs. Well, newsflash. They done flashed that shit all over the internet so much, most of these niggas acting like they don't even want it no more. Now what? What you gonna do when the value of coochie and went under the $40 age or $40 money gap? Now what you gonna have to offer? You get it? It's about substance. It's about having something other than the external. Because you know what? Your vagina is part of the external too. He can get that anywhere. Just like you can get dick anywhere. At any rate, she's not even understanding where he's coming from because, again, her validation is sought out after in the external. And he's trying to tell her, baby, you need something internal.
Which was a bad investment. Right. Anyway, like I was trying to explain, because it's a bad investment or somebody gives you an opinion, you reverse it into a nigga don't want to protect, provide. You never looked out for me. Yo, you didn't really like you always looked past me because I don't think what you were doing was going to make money for yourself or for me. That's how you revert it to say, yo, you never want to look out for me. You never did this for me. You never believed in me. You always looked past me because I give you my real opinion on situations. It was a time where Sin and PT and Callie called me and said, Kim, you know what? You're right, man. I be bugging.
Oh.
Exactly.
Why does that matter? Do you have
Okay, this is the point because I hate the relationship talks. I'm really here to just tell Black women that we need to go within and find something of value internally. Because I'm about to tell you now, all y'all little labels and all that shit about to go out the way. Because you know why? They're going to have some Black people, some Black Americans that's about to come out with some labels that's going to put all y'all Chanel, all y'all Louis to shame, and all them thousands of dollars y'all done spent thinking y'all got this, that, and the third. Y'all going to find out that shit value going to go. So keep spending all your money. Keep putting everything you have into the external. And when you realize, I keep telling y'all every time I come on here, one day you're going to realize all of the things that you work so hard for have zero value. And it's going to leave you stuck with yourself. Then what? Then what you going to do? Find internal value. The internet has screwed us to make us think everything needs to be external, and it's turning us into a bunch of dumb, pretty women like this lady. Beautiful girl, but she dumb as a box of rocks. We have zero internal value, and we can't even say together, let's think. We can't even put our brains with another bitch brain and try to spark a goddamn or a spark or something. We can't even do that because we've been so conditioned on the internet, we don't even understand the internal values of life. There's more to life than your labels, your coochie, and the way that you look, in the clothes that you wear, in the cars that you drive. Your real value is inside. That's the real value of a woman. Only you can go within yourself to find out what your value is. I can't tell you that. Everybody got a different value. You know what I'm saying? I got a little gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? I have a few values or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know how to talk to them niggas about their draws, dude. I'm telling you, I know I was a man one time before in my former life. I could talk a nigga about them draws. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. I will talk, listen to me, and I'll talk one of the monks about their draws. You hear me? Oh, I could talk. I got to get for gab on. I got a mouth on me, baby. Oh, yes, the mouth don't play. Watch your nigga. Hide your... Let me stop. For real, though. Everybody got their own gifts. You just got to search within to find out what's going on. Okay? Yeah, I talk some nigga about their draws, though, like a dog. Sure would. Yes, sir. Now, I want to move to Nicki Minaj's crib. What's going on with Nicki, girl? What's up with Nicki? So, I remember Don Lemon, when they got into it, Don Lemon had said, bitch, that's why they about to take your house. And I said, Nicki, what house? What did happen? Okay? And everybody was like, oh my God, Nicki is poor. And I was like, no, she just came off tour. She can't be poor. And then I saw Cardi's tour and I said, hell, she might be. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, it was said that they was about to take the house, and then Nicki came, swooped in at the last hour and was able to get her crib. We're going to get into it. It says, Nicki Minaj pays $500,000 judgment at the last minute to stop for sale of her $20 million mansion following security guards' assault lawsuit against her and Kenneth Petty. Guard's lawyer reacts and slams her. So apparently she had a lawsuit against her, and the security guard wanted his coins. And she didn't want to pay them people, and they're about to take her crib. You hurry up and had to pay it. I'm pretty positive you got your felon of a husband to assault that man. I'm pretty positive. You know, his whole life he ain't been doing nothing but physical violence and all of that. So I'm pretty sure when you got him on your side, you decided to turn him into your little personal Michael Myers, your little slut. But I'm going to tell you this, whoever he done pop, they want their monions, and they about to take your cars in your house, bitch. Tread light with that felon. Tread light. What I used to call Petty? Prince Petty. Tread light, Prince Petty. You know, I'm scared of that nigga. He look like he'll kill. He said he gonna kill you. He look like he gonna do it for real. I'm scared of that nigga. So you keep that felon locked up in your crib, bitch, and stop sticking him on people like a pit bull. I'm pretty positive that's what happened. Because I know Nicki. You know what I'm saying? I know Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuka Barbie. Somebody done walked by and said that whole face shaped like a ski slope. And that whole done called Prince Petty. Petty! Come sick this nigga. He come running out the bike. You feel what I'm saying? Mouth foaming. He ain't ate in 3 days. You feel what I'm saying? He come running out the bike, ready to bite. Now somebody done pop you upside your head and they want your house. Nicki, please. We don't have time. They trying to get you up out the paint anyways. They want you deported, girl. It says the attorney representing the security guard accusing Kenneth Petty of assault reveals Nicki Minaj paid a $500,000 judgment at the very last minute to avoid the forced sale of her $20 million mansion. It says, as we previously shared, Thomas Wiedenmiller filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles against Petty and Minaj, born Onika Mirage, claiming they both roughed him up at a 2019 concert in Germany a few years ago. Ooh. Windmiller, we gonna call him Windmiller. Windmiller alleged Minaj yelled at a female guard under him after a fan ran on stage. It says he did allege she threw a shoe at him and Petty punched him in the face, breaking his jaw, thus requiring 8 surgeries to fix the damage. Didn't I tell you she let that nigga off the leash? Didn't I tell you? In March 2024, see, he thought this was prison. He thought he was fighting in jail. In March 2024, after failing to acknowledge Windmiller's assault, it says lawsuit, a judge hit the super bass rapper and her husband with a default judgment of $503,318.02. According to Minaj, she claimed no one from her team, notably her former business manager, informed her about the lawsuit. You a lie, bitch. By October 2025, Minaj was at risk of losing her $20 million Hidden Hills Los Angeles mansion after failing to pay the security guard on January 22nd, 2026. Rolling Stones and TMZ reported that Nicki Minaj, at the very last minute, avoided the forced sale of her mansion after paying the default judgment. Windmiller attorney Paul Sasso confirmed the news with press outside the courtroom, where he also slammed Minaj's recent political and anti-LGBTQIA plus situationships or whatever. I don't know what she had going on. Let's get it. Is this a video? Yeah, this the video of the Windmiller.
I know. What's the goal that you're trying to accomplish today?
We'll be telling the court today that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment.
Of course. Okay. Can you tell us what happened in court in there?
So today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment, and so therefore there was no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this?
He's incredibly gratified and happy. It's been a long time coming to have justice finally done here. But he's very happy for himself. He suffered a very heinous attack years ago. And not only did it take years to achieve the judgment, but then took nearly 2 years in order to enforce that judgment. And we never thought it would have to go quite this far in order to actually go.
I know.
And put a levy on a millionaire's house, and go to the last 24 hours before she decides to satisfy the judgment.
Have you talked to Nicki Minaj? Do you think she feels remorseful about what happened?
I can't speak for her. I have not spoken to her directly, and have only spoken to her counsel.
You said last 24 hours, like literally within, like yesterday, you guys get this notice despite the judgment.
I have spoken to her counsel over the last several months, but it was just yesterday that an agreement came together that she would satisfy the judgment.
Anything you want to say to Nicki Minaj or anything like that? Any message to her?
She has been very vocal online recently, and demeaning various types of people. And she's certainly been very vocal about her thoughts and put lots on the gay and trans community. I'm happy that this case has helped her transition from a person who avoids responsibility to someone who is being forced to take responsibility. And my hope is that it helps her transition from a person of violence to a person of peace. Thoughts on
Naughty hope if she transitioned from a person of violence to a person of peace. Clear, man, you thought you ate.
Today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment, and so therefore there was no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this? How's he feeling?
He's incredibly gratified and happy. It's been a long time coming to have justice.
All right, we saw all that. That Clear man really thought he ate. I ain't gonna lie though. They gonna keep bringing up what she said, but I don't think she said nothing wrong. She just basically said, for children, let little boys be boys and let little girls be girls. I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying that, because children shouldn't be in the transition conversation at any rate. At any rate, they're not gonna let her slide. America has turned on Nicki because of her affiliation and the stuff that she did, as they should. Honestly, because she used them her whole career and then got all the way in the last minute and then turned her back on them. So they should turn on her. But every chance she get, they're going to drag her down to the ground about them statements. But as it pertains to this lawyer, they was about to put that girl whole house up for sale for $500,000. That means she only owed these people $500,000, but because she didn't have it in liquid cash, it sounds like they was going to make her sell her $20 million house just so they can get $500,000. Let that sink in. Let me say this though, as it pertains to Nicki with this shit. Girl, I don't know if you thought you could ignore the judgment, or maybe you didn't ignore it, or maybe you thought you just wasn't gonna have to pay. Them people, ever since you said what you said, they really on your ass. So you might want to pay your bills. And you also might want to make sure your paperwork is in order, because they want your ass deported out of here tonight. Okay, the gays want you out of here. I don't know why the gays want you out of here, but they want you out of here. I can see the trans wanting you out of here, but the gays, I don't see why y'all mad at Nicki. I'm gonna be honest. I think the L's and the G's that's mad at Nicki, y'all just followers. I'm gonna be completely honest. But anyways, for the T's, they mad at Nicki or whatever the case may be. I understand, but ultimately they gonna drag her every chance they get. She should have never switched sides. She should have never stuck political, period. But these people be desperate and they're puppets. They got to do what they're told, okay? At any rate, she saved the house, y'all. She's not going to lose it. And I noticed one thing. He said that they agreed to pay. He didn't say Nicki paid. He said that he was there to inform the judge that they made an agreement. That means Nicki ain't wrote no check. Maybe she told them, I will write a check tomorrow or to next week or something, but she ain't wrote the check yet. Nicki Minaj, if you don't write this check, they're going to take your ass up out of the paint, girl. Pay them people their money, girl. And keep your dog, keep that Rottweiler on the leash. Keep that Rottweiler on the leash. See, you want to put Prince Petty on any nigga that you don't like, and you can't do that, dummy. You can't do that. See, you want to just let that. You want that nigga behind the door, growling all on the leash, foaming at them out. You want Prince Petty at the waiting to bite a nigga. Soon as the nigga come in there, you don't like something, you won't let him off the leash. Now look at you. Leave that dog in the kennel, bitch. Put him back in the kennel. Say what I said. And you need to go. Now, I was about to say something bad. Let's move on, because then they're going to say, I'm wrong and boo you goes for and all of that. I was about to say, put him down, bitch. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, put him down. That's what I was about. Keep your dogs in your yard, bitch. Keep your dogs in your yard. Let's move on. Let's move to Corey Holcomb. Yeah, they did say, don't they call him Petty Zoo? Zoo Petty? She think this the 90s. You could just get your nigga to pop niggas. Girl, they sue today. You can't do that. You should have had him in the 80s and the 90s. He would have been a good guard dog. Not in 2026, baby. We sue you if your dog come off the leash, bitch. Nah. 2026, if your dog ain't on the leash, bitch, and that bitch look at me sideways, I'm suing your ugly ass. Say what I said, and I don't give a damn who care about it, bitch. Especially after they done took Saint. Bitch, if your dog bark at me, ho, you're going to jail. Say what I said, bitch, I don't give a fuck. But my dog ain't even do, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, they done took my dog, bitch, everybody going to jail. And I want your dog put down. I'm just playing. I'll go as far. Let me move on. Let's get to Corey Holcomb, girl. Because we need to talk about this. And we're going to talk about this because I don't want to sit up here and take up a Corey, and Corey is a horrible human being. Corey Holcomb is a horrible human being. Maybe he's changed, but we got some tea, some old tea, but yet still some tea, and we're going to discuss it. So apparently, Corey Holcomb, back in the day, well, a year ago or so, TMZ just posted this video on Corey Holcomb. Why? I don't know. Now, I told y'all yesterday, when it comes down to the Anton Daniels, before we get into that, let me pull this up. Hold on. Because I want to kind of, hold on right quick. Y'all like the video if you haven't already, please. You guys, get the likes up on the video while I look this up. I want to show y'all something. Oh. All right. Let me show y'all. So apparently, we talked about the Corey Holcomb versus Anton Daniels thing yesterday. I dedicated the live to it or whatever. And we spoke about how what's the boy's name? Anton antagonized Corey for 7 days, and then Corey came back after 7 days and did what he did. Now, let me just say this. When it comes down to Anton and Corey, I don't give a damn about none of them niggas. Don't care. Could care less about none of them. As a matter of fact, whatever's going to happen to both of them, I fully embrace it. What I can say is this, though. What I was trying to tell Black America is to not get tricked out of your spot. There are going to be and I only use Corey Holcomb as an example because he is an example of Black America, and Anton Daniels is an example of how we continue to get tricked out of our spots. Anton was fishing to sue this dude from day one. Matter of fact, before he sent Corey that doggone super chat, he knew that he was going to take his audience and he was going to leave there with some money. That was Anton's whole purpose. When he got to the podcast and realized he couldn't get Anton out of pocket, he went home and dedicated 7 whole days like baldhead Tony Braxton to get this nigga to crash. And he did. He did. Now, because people are only thinking surface level and they're thinking, well, this is an Anton versus Corey situation. Y'all are not seeing the bigger picture behind it. The bigger picture behind it is there's something or some group or somebody that is going around to Black American podcasts, and Anton is just happened to be the first person to get Corey. But they're going to try to snipe you niggas down one by one. And it ain't just Anton. You niggas is going to continue to get tricked off your spot if you continue to be emotional. One thing Anton said before he came on here was that he studied Corey. He knew that Corey was going to crash one way or another. And just like that, he got him to do it. Now, y'all might feel like, well, at least Corey gets to walk away with his manhood. No, because Corey's now about to have to face a lawsuit for harassment and bullying of an underage child. Y'all could say children aren't off limits all you want. It don't matter. What matters, what happens is what the courts say. This is bigger than YouTube. This is bigger than Instagram. This is bigger than TikTok. This is about the law. And Anton successfully tricked Corey off of his spot. And you know what? I feel like that's goody for Corey because Corey has 7 whole days. Listen to me and listen to me good. Corey has 7 whole days to come up with a response, to come up with something that would have literally obliterated Anton, and he came up with nothing. As a matter of fact, the things that he came up and said, they were kind of mediocre. They weren't even all that funny, comedic wise. Then I didn't go into detail about the things that Corey said in reference to this man's underage child. Because see, y'all looking at Corey versus Anton. I'm looking at there's an innocent child here. I'm protecting the child. I don't give a damn about none of these niggas. Yeah, her daddy put her in harm's way. Yeah, Corey wrong for saying that. Now what? We still here where the child is the one that needs the protection. Okay? The things that Corey said about that girl, talking about she gonna have to pay for coochie. First of all, you implying that little girl is a lesbian. You don't know that to be a fact. Now you putting that target on her back. Oh, she gonna have to be like her. All the horrible things he said in relation to sex. Corey need to go down for that. Corey need to go down for that. You can't do that, bruh. And again, we think that it's cool because we don't believe that we need to protect our children. And I keep telling Black America, the reason why we can't be blessed is because we don't give a fuck about our kids. And don't tell me not mine, because that's the problem. Collectively, we don't care about our children. That's why we're going to remain in this situation with this bad luck, because collectively it's fuck these kids. And we know it. We know it. So now fast forward, Anton comes back. He wants to sue Corey, as he should, because that's what this was all about from the gate. If you understand what Anton's motive was from day one, you knew that he finally got Corey to crash when he had him bring up his daughter. The wife, no. Side chick, no. Daughter, got him. Got him. And people gonna sit up here and say Corey won. Okay, is you niggas gonna help Corey pay this settlement? Because Anton, the way he's setting it up about pulling the daughter out of practice, school, competitions. She was supposed to be in England this week. She was supposed to be in Switzerland the other week. Then we were supposed to travel to Nigeria. We don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Now my baby gotta go sit down with a therapist. That's all I hear is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Every time this nigga named something, all I kept hearing was a cash register. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And you niggas on the internet, on YouTube, going back and forth about who right and who wrong. You gonna get tricked out of your spot every fucking time you continue to think like this, Black America. Stop letting people trick you out of your spot because you're too emotional. You're too emotional. All you care about is how you feel. You're going to listen, because I'm about to tell you now, we coming into a season, Black America, hear me out. We are coming into a season where a lot of us are about to be hella successful. We about to be stupid successful. But I'm going to tell y'all now, some of y'all that's about to get successful, going to be tricked out of your spot because of how you feel. It's going to be so many Anton Daniels going around tricking you niggas out of your spot. But I don't care because a nigga ain't going to play with me. Okay. And you're going to get tricked out of your spot. Again, it wasn't even about Anton and Corey. It was about the little girl. Now, why is this important about the little girl? Now, I done told y'all, Corey done came on here and dragged his own daughter. If Corey could drag his own child, nobody else's child has a leg to stand on. And if Corey can drag his own daughter the way that he dragged that girl, I remember how he talked about her like a dog. Called her every bitch, hoe, slut, everything but the child of God. That is an evil demon lying inside of Corey. That is an evil, unless that little girl tried to get you killed, nigga, that is an evil demon lying inside of Corey. And I'm not going to sit up here because I don't like Anton. I'm not going to sit up here and start caping for Corey because I don't like Corey neither. Corey ain't shit. Corey ain't shit. He ain't. I've seen this dude talk to women crazy in their face, talk bad about women. I've seen him say the most disgusting, heinous things about women. Bitch ass nigga would he give to me. But I'm not going to jump on his bandwagon because I don't like Anton. And I'm not going to jump on Anton bandwagon because I don't like Corey. At the end of the day, the little girl should have been safe and off limits. Mind you, these ain't two women beefing and battling. These supposed to be two grown ass men. Any man who stoop to feel like when his back is against the wall, he got to go pull out a woman. That tell you everything you need to know about that man. Corey ain't shit, bro. He not. And I'm not about to sit up here and act like he is because it's beef against Anton. Not gonna do it. Anton have every right to sue that bitch ass nigga, and he will, as he should. Now, right after that, because I told y'all Anton not doing this by himself. Y'all can sit up here and think this Anton is that smart and that clever and he's a mastermind and there's nobody and nothing behind him. You be slavery stupid. I'm not. I understand what's happening here. I understand the bigger picture here. Just like Corey ain't 100% profitable or 100% owner of his podcast, because I'm pretty positive somebody done invested in him. I'm telling y'all, Anton is not a one-man show. He's not. He's not. He's not a one-man show. There's something, somebody, some entity behind him saying, do this. Go do that. Hey, you see that? Hey, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of that for you. Pay attention to that. Hey, look at Corey. I think we got one. Go get Corey. You get it? Does that make sense? And because Corey has a love for money, he saw the $500 super chat and he just took it. He went straight for the bait. Now, fast forward. They get into it. Anton's going to sue Corey. Now, Anton is definitely going to sue Corey. He ain't say it yet, but I'm going to tell you, he's going to sue the piss out of Corey. And now all of a sudden, TMZ of all places just pops up with this old video from last year, year before, where Corey literally punched this lady square off in the face. Now, in the video, I can't show y'all the video, But in the video, the niggas beat the piss out of Corey, as they should. But what I'm telling you is to listen and look at the bigger picture. Who and why would TMZ have any vested interest to jump in the Anton versus Corey beef? They don't. That tells me somebody behind the scenes called TMZ. Oh, I know somebody over there. Hold on. Anton, I got you. Hold on. Stay right there. You move to the side. Hey, TMZ. Yeah, what's up? Hey, I need a favor. What's up? We got this beef with this Corey Holcomb dude. I need y'all to start dropping some receipts on Twitter and Instagram and all that. All right, bet. Here come TMZ. Now, all of a sudden, TMZ putting out an old video of Corey, and as they should, because he needs to be put out there. So I'm not mad at it. What I'm telling you is pay attention to the hijack. Okay? Okay? Now, TMZ posted this yesterday, and I shared it because I want us to talk about it. I'm not going to act like it ain't happening, because it is. And according to this article, it says Corey Holcomb, no punchline, all punch to female comic. Let's get into it. And there's a video. It says there's nothing funny about comedian Corey Holcomb, about what comedian Corey Holcomb appears to do in this video, socking a woman right in the face, igniting a Hollywood street brawl. Now, this is the brawl. It says the surveillance video allegedly shows Corey, a female comic, Christina Payne, jawing at each other outside the Hollywood Improv as a large group of people watched, and then suddenly he unloads a right jab to her face. And let me say this too. He also made mention when he was over there talking about the response with Anton. He said one woman, he said Anton's a bitch. This is what Corey said. He said Anton is a bitch, and he said he know Anton is a bitch. He said because he know women who stronger than Anton. He said one woman called him a bitch ass nigga, and he said I told her say it again. He said, and when the bitch said it, say it again. He said he said after we ended up wiping the stuff up coming off of her lip, immediately I said, oh, he's implying that he hit the girl. So in Corey's story, in response to calling Anton a bitch, saying that he know women harder than her, and Corey, I'm sorry. He basically implied that a woman called him a bitch ass nigga. He implied that he hit her. Because he said, once we wiped the stuff up off of her mouth, then I told her I can't mess with you no more. Okay? So he's admitted that he's hit bitches before. This is according to Anton. It goes on to say TMZ broke the story when it all went down in December 2024. Law enforcement sources told us Corey had punched her over a months-long feud between the comedians. This video obtained by the Busy Room plays out exactly as the incident was described to us. And I'm going to show y'all, matter of fact, let me show y'all the lady picture so y'all can see. I guess this the lady. Yeah, this her, Christina Payne. This is the lady allegedly who was punched in the face by a grown-ass man. Now, like I say, a lot of y'all feel like, yeah, at the end of the day, she probably said something. But I know this. I don't know what she could have said to make that man completely haul off a big-ass nigga like Corey. I don't know what she could have said to make him like square off and punch her in the face, because that's exactly what he did. He punched her like a man. He punched her like a man. I don't know what she could have said to make him punch her in the face, but that tells me that bitch ass nigga hit on women all the time. That's something in his arsenal. That's what he do. That's how he roll. He already act like he hate women. Let's be real. He already act like he hate women. But then on top of that, you want to get on the internet and brag about how you hit women, and then TMZ gonna double back with the receipts to show us, yes, you do hit bitches. Oh, yeah, you a different level nigga. It's given to me. The Most High wanted both of you niggas exposed. And we just gonna expose y'all. So let's keep it rolling. Because I don't give a damn about, matter of fact, for those in the bike, because I'm pretty sure Corey's Holcomb bombshell is gonna be on here trying to figure out, well, what's going on? Why are you going against Corey? Fuck Corey. I could care less about Corey. Okay? Let's be completely honest. But what I'm telling y'all is, I'm on the side of right. I'm not on the side of nothing but right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if Corey, and from what I've seen on this video, Corey has a problem with putting his hands on women and people, Corey a bitch ass nigga, and I'm never gonna take his side. Where my thing? Oh, I had my video queued up. Let me see. Ancestors intro, make it rain. I can't find it. Oh yeah, here you go.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
And that's just where I'm at with it. So anybody could get these words. It says, immediately after Corey punched Christina, a bunch of guys jumped him, slammed him to the ground, and apparently beat him until he was able to escape. Christina filed a battery report with LAPD, but Corey was never arrested. In fact, 2 months later, he attempted but failed to get a temporary restraining order against her, claiming Christina put hands on him first while his back was turned to her. I'm going to play the video. Corey claimed she also trash talking him, saying, your mama's a bitch and your dick ain't shit. I guess that's what it was. He clearly knew this video existed because in court docs, he accused Christina of giving TMZ a clip that only showed his aggression and not hers. We never published. My bad. I didn't know the mic was muted. My bad. I gotta change my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. Can y'all see? Did y'all see that? The video doesn't have sound. I'm sorry, but I was muted, so my bad. But the video doesn't have sound. Let me go back and show y'all the video. So what I was saying was, as you can see, Corey and the girl is getting into it. But then Corey walks up on the girl. Now, this is the thing. They're saying that the girl said your mama ain't shit and your dick ain't shit. And this is allegedly what caused Corey to swing on the girl. Now, the girl is over there on this side. It looks like people were kind of like pushing her out of the way. And then it also looks like Corey ran up on the girl. I'm going to play it again, though. Let's run it. Oh, crap. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go here. Let's watch it here. Look, let's start it from the beginning. This Corey, this the girl. Y'all can see that? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. That's Corey on the end right here, and this the girl. The girl gonna be talking to Corey in the thing. Remember, Corey tried to go back and say that she assaulted him first, and they wouldn't give him the restraining order because they had proof that he hit her first. But however, whatever she's saying gonna make Corey go from wherever he had to walk up to the girl. Look. Watch this man. He gonna pull her back. And she talking. Then they gonna pull her back. Look, he like, get back, get back, get back, get back. That's Corey. Look at Corey walk up on the girl. You know? Corey literally walked up on the girl and punched the girl right in the face. I'm going to let it roll. That's Corey walking up on the girl punching her. Look. And then them niggas packed him out. And look at, let's see him against another nigga. Did he at least pinch the nigga? He done punched that lady square off in the face. That's her right there. That's not cool, y'all. That is not cool. The fact that as a grown-ass man, whatever she said, made you have to come up out your body so much so to where you have to leave. Mind you, in the complaint, it says she said your mama ain't shit and your dick ain't shit. They supposed to be comedians. Comedians supposed to have the toughest skin than anybody on the face of this earth. But you couldn't hold your composure. You had to walk up on that lady and punch that lady in the face. You a whole ass nigga. And Anton knew that. That's why he told you to suck his dick the first time. Let's call a thing a thing. Anton wouldn't tell that to no real nigga. Anton studied you. He knew you was a whole ass nigga. That's why he told you SMD. He shouldn't have had to say it twice. He said it the first time. And he knew you wasn't going to do nothing. But niggas like Corey, they all the same. They always have smoke for women. Or they good at talking. But they never had the same smoke for other men. Because them other niggas went to punching and wailing on your ugly ass. And you was over there holding on for dear life. Now, this old Viney says this after the argument with Anton. No. This is an old video. Because let me get y'all to tell y'all why we're talking about this. I told y'all that Anton is not, I don't believe, let's go conspiracy theory. I don't believe Anton is working alone. I believe that Anton has a team behind him and Anton is used as the smoking gun. He's the person that's about to go around to all of y'all platforms. I keep telling y'all this and take you niggas down one by one. Okay, Anton is not the only smoking gun that the powers that be have, but he's the one that we see now. Okay, I believe that since Anton finally got Corey to crash, and Anton said all the shit that he said about Corey, I'm sorry, not Anton. Corey said all of the things that he said about Anton's wife, his daughter, and his side chick. I believe that whoever's really behind Anton called TMZ up for a favor and said, resurface the video of Corey assaulting a woman because this is going to help in the case because Corey is definitely getting sued. The reason I'm bringing it up is I don't give a damn about Corey neither. And I think Corey deserved to be sued because he shouldn't have brought up that little girl. She had nothing to do with this as a grown-ass man. And again, it speaks to character. As a grown-ass man, the best thing you could do to attack another man is to attack the women in his life. That tells me everything you need to know about that man. And to the black women who on here that just want to be Team Corey, it's cool till he popping you in your motherfucking face. It's all good until he hitting you. Because a nigga like Corey don't have no picks and chooses. See, a lot of women are going to think that they on Corey's side and Corey cool. Corey don't even like women from the looks of it. He don't even like women. Every chance he get, it seems like he either talking crazy to one or he about to put his hands on one. Any woman running behind that trying to help up for Corey, I think something wrong with you. I ain't never helping up for no abusive ass nigga. Never gonna do it. And Corey is verbally, emotionally, and mentally, and of course now, physically abusive to every single woman he comes around. That nigga need to be castrated. If you ask me, fuck Corey. Don't give a damn about no damn Corey. I'm on the side of right. It makes sense that he would bring up Anton's daughter. Look at what he do to grown-ass women. He just punched this lady square up in her face. Look, punched her dead in the face. Not because she hit him, because whatever she said, again, I don't know what she could have said that make this man, now mind you, he had no problem punching her in the face, but when Anton told him to suck his thing, he needed him to repeat it. Let me say that again. See, Corey didn't have no problem punching this woman in the face. But when Anton said SMD, you needed him to repeat it. Hoe ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. I know a lame ass nigga when I see one. That's why I told y'all yesterday. Corey ain't no real nigga. Nobody looks at Corey and see a real nigga. Nobody. Literally nobody sees Corey as a real nigga. Nobody. Not his peers, not his audience. Nobody see a real nigga when they look at Corey. Nobody. But yet and still, Corey want us to believe that he is this real nigga. But I know real niggas. And what I know is a real nigga will probably golf a nigga in the mouth for saying SMD way quicker than he would golf a woman in her mouth. But that's what bitch niggas do. That's what hoe ass niggas do. And that's what Corey is. I said what I said. And guess what? Let's be clear. Anton a hoe ass nigga too, because it didn't fall on deaf ears that his wife said he got an anger issue and he'll probably kill somebody. Your fat turtle looking ass gonna go to jail too, nigga. Anton, I ain't no team you neither. I'm only team your daughter. Fuck Anton. Let's really be clear. Your days is numbered. I've been called your days. I called your days about 6 months ago, Anton. Your days is already numbered. Your name already came up in the book. Anton days is already numbered. Okay? However, I'm not on his side neither. I'm on the side that there's these grown-ass 50-year-old men, and one of them decided to bring up a child. He's a hoe-ass, bitch-ass nigga, and he always been. And it's probably his karma we about to witness. Because you know, this is the new year. Everybody who was on top about to go to the bottom, and everybody that was on the bottom about to rise to the top like the cream. It's going to be a lot of y'all face about to fall. A lot of y'all face. And y'all going to be looking like, what didn't happen? What didn't happen? What didn't happen? No why. No why. No why. I'm dead ass. No why. Corey is trash. He's trash. And it made sense why he brought up. That's why I hope, listen, I don't care about Anton, but I really do hope Anton win this case. Because first of all, y'all forget, Cardi was successfully suing Tasha K for the same thing. You know what I mean? So as it pertains to this Anton situation, he has so much leg to stand on for this. Y'all don't even understand. And Craig, they're going to put you in there too for calling that girl Cool Mo daughter. You wrong for that, bro. Y'all grown ass men. You shouldn't have said nothing about that little girl. And I think Craig, it seems like he's an intellectual dude. He seems like a good dude. And I don't dislike Craig because he ain't say nothing bad. But Craig, I ain't going to hold you. Calling that girl Cool Mo daughter, you a whole ass nigga for that too. Say what I said. Miss Keedy, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Says, I just realized the $5 footlongs have a problem with alcoholism. And I wonder why. Could it be because they are the imposters? Exactly. Because every Indian and Indian story is surrounded by some liquor and some weed, child. Can we talk about it? When you go looking at all them ancient Indian stories, them ancient Indian stories, even them powwows, even the war, they were all surrounded by liquor and weed. Okay? Now, I'm not saying who is who. All I'm saying is I know a group of people in 2026 that has a great time over some liquor and some weed. Okay? I don't know. I just be talking. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? I just be saying anything. Thank you, Miss Keedy. I appreciate you, my love. 88, Miss Parker, thank you for so much for the super chat. Says hit the like button, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, please. And thank you. Hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And Brizzy Creations, thank you so much for being a member for 20 months. Says, love you all. We love you too, Brizzy. Thank you. We got to get into rolling, fat ass. Yes, we do. We got to get into rolling. Big roly-poly, rolling, roly-poly. Roly-poly. Roly. Y'all know I used to want to be a bounce rapper when I was young, right? Mm-hmm. I remember I used to want to be a bounce rapper. A giddy up. I used to want. Anyways, look. So Roland Martin, amongst the rest of the immigrants, are freaking out. First of all, Black America, congratulations. We have successfully minded our business. And when I tell you it looks so good on us, Black America, you are so amazing. Black America, we have successfully ate our food and minded our business. And the people around us is losing their minds. Pay attention. You should be proud of yourself. Everybody around us is losing it. It's like they're literally on edge every day because Black America is minding our regular ass business. We ain't jumping out the window for nobody. We ain't trying to jump in the middle of no bullets. It done got so bad. These people done came out with fake Black Panthers. You get it? Listen, I need y'all to understand how effective you are. Because see, y'all gonna wait for the numbers and the metrics to come out. And I told y'all that's all lies anyway. Do you know how effective you are? You know how effective you have to be for them people to put out fake Black Panthers? Black America should be proud of ourselves. Them people had to go make Black people to play us. That's how much we minding our business. We aging backwards. We drinking water. Girl, we stomping with the boots on. We minding out. Shout out to Black America, bruh. Man, I think, you know what? I remember Malcolm had said there's going to come a time where my people going to be politically intelligent. He said that. Yes, he did. Put a 3 in the chat. I can't remember the speech. But he said, you know, it's going to come a time when my people wake up and they're going to become politically intelligent. This is a part of that political intelligence. Y'all may not see it because we're not voting for an election. This is political intelligence. Political intelligence is knowing when politically you need to mind your business. Black America, pat yourself on the back. We need to be patting ourselves on the back. We have now come to that moment where now we haven't always, we ain't got all the way there, but we are on the cusp of getting to what Malcolm X said. Political intelligence, where we understand what is what, who is who. We're waking up. We're waking up, and I love to see it. Now, while we're waking up, the way you know how you can measure how good we're doing is how bad everybody's doing around us. I'm going to say it one more time. While we're waking up, if you ever want to measure how good we're doing with minding our business, pay attention to how bad everybody is doing around us. Not only that, pay attention to how they keep trying to drag us in it. Pay attention to how they keep mimicking us. Pay attention to how they keep mentioning us and getting us to. That goes to show you we're doing a bang up job. We're doing hella good. All the immigrants are losing their mind. We got ICE coming in to do exactly what we want them to do. Pack these illegal immigrants up and get them up out of here. It has cost us billions and trillions of dollars in taxpayers' money. We've lost all sorts of resources for our own people. It is time to get these illegals out of here. Black America collectively have zero issue with ICE. As a matter of fact, we are low-key some ICE agents our damn self. I don't give a damn what they say on Twitter. I don't give a damn what they say on TikTok. I don't give a damn what they say on Facebook. Collectively, we are becoming politically intelligent, and I love that for us. We are minding our business. Now, ICE is here helping us. While they're helping us, Black America, I'm going to keep saying it, we need to be taking care of our business. You ever heard that old saying, how them old folks used to say, sweep in front of your own porch before you come over here on mine? It's time, Black America. Let's start sweeping in front of our own front doors. Let's start sweeping in front of our own front porches. Let's start getting back into agriculture. Let's start getting back into genealogy, finding out who we are, going to get our reparations. Let's start getting back into STEM. Let's start all of the things that we have monopoly over. We have a free reign to do it now. You don't have to worry about the government come and shoot it down like Tulsa, none of that. Now is the time. All creatives, it's your turn. Step up. It is time for us to go within and prepare, because once all of this rubble is done, meaning once the war is almost over and you start to looking around and seeing all the spoils of war, you need to be ready to go on and do what you need to do. But if you're too busy watching the war, you're going to get caught up in the fodder. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not talking crazy or circles. But if you're too busy watching the war, you're going to get caught up in the fodder. While they're at war, we could walk and chew gum at the same time. We could pay attention and still do our work. Girl, you see them? Girl, yeah, girl. Girl, look at, ooh, girl, that's a shame. We could walk and chew gum and we could work and pay attention at the same time. But the goal is to continue to work. Now, before we get into Roland, I want to get into the Black Panthers. So remember, the Black Panther, or the fake Tether Panther, came out. We've already exposed that this person is not a Black Panther. He's not a descendant of anybody of the Black Panther Party at all. You know what I'm saying? Well, fast forward, we've seen a video from, we've seen a video from Huey P. Newton's niece. She came out and basically said that on behalf of her family, she's filing legal paperwork to put an end to this, because she says what she's not going to do is have her family legacy and what her family built be tainted by some tethers and probably some other people. She didn't say tethers, but by people who are not her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame her for that. Because y'all not going to come in here and rewrite no history on us. Okay. Now, also, other people who are from the Black Panther Party have been coming out and speak on this situation. And this is a good thing, because we are now separating the fake from the real and the real from the fake. Now, this here is one of the original Black Party leaders. Now, I don't know if this is the new Black Panther Party, because he's not original. Original is the ones from the 60s. That's Huey P. Newton. That's Fred Hampton and all of them dudes. So he wouldn't be original. Now, I don't know if this is a guy from the new Black Panther Party or not, but either way, he claims to be original Black Panther Party leader. And he's saying that basically this illegal immigration is not our fight. And it's not. The internet is trying to trick us to believe that it is. Roland Martin and a couple of other people are trying to trick us into believing that it is, because they need our energy to help them. That is the worst thing we could do, is give them any of our energy. As a matter of fact, when y'all praying, y'all need to be pulling back your energy from everything and everybody except the people and places that you want your energy in. Pull back your energy, because they need it in order for them to be successful. This brother came out here and said that the Black Panther Party has zero affiliation with this ICE immigration situation. And I told y'all they took a piece of our history with the Black Panther Party coming together with other groups, not to say that they care about other groups, because they understood that working with other groups, we can get a better result. They took that and made it seem like the Black Panther Party was about love and care for everybody. It was never about love and care for everybody. The Black Panther Party was about putting Black people first, Black Americans in particular first. But they hijack our history and then spit it back to us because we don't know it. Now, this young man coming out to say that they have nothing to do with ICE, and this is more on brand with the original Black Panther Party, because they would not have anything to do with ICE. If there was the original Black Panthers from the 60s, they actually would be securing Black people in the neighborhoods. They will be in the lowest income area neighborhoods, setting up shop, setting up perimeters to make sure them people have food, water, and safety. That's what the Black Panther Party would be doing. They wouldn't be in the Asian neighborhoods. They wouldn't be in the Hispanic neighborhoods. They wouldn't be in the African neighborhoods. They wouldn't even be in none of these. They would be right here at the spoils of us. That was the purpose of the Black Panther Party. Remember, I got Black Panthers from the original party still alive in 2026 in my family right now. I know what I'm talking about. The shit in my blood. Okay? Now, the government, because we don't know the history, love to remix it and give it back to us. This is why it is imperative that we know our history so that we can combat the lies off the cuff. Let's get into this brother saying that they have nothing to do with ICE. Hold on. And I'm telling you, if this was the real Black Panther Party, they would have zero to do with illegal immigration and ICE. They will be over there protecting us.
You know, for illegals, we're not going to step in front of that. That's not our fight. That has nothing to do with us. You know, we're not going to step into that fight and going through the community defending somebody that we didn't even want to be here. You know what I mean? We got brought over here. We didn't want to be here. And this is a problem we've had since our shackled feet have hit the soil. So we've always had the SWAT teams coming in our communities, doing whatever they're doing. And sometimes, yes, they do pick up the wrong people, things of that nature. This is the same situation. It's just got a different name. It's a raid. It's just a different name. And so, yeah, we're not in that fight. But as far as our other brown folks and things like that, we do stand up and defend, you know, the citizens and the poor and the things like that. But as far as illegal immigration, yeah, that's not our fight. That's not something we need to get into. Our stand.
Yeah, I don't know about that last statement either. I don't know who this brother is because I told you the original leaders are dead. Okay, let's start there first. However, I was up with him until the last part, talking about standing with brown people. I don't know nothing about all of that. But the first part stands. They have zero to do with illegal immigration. You see, this is the same way they hijacked the civil rights movement from us. They hijacked our Freedmen's Bank the same way. Things that were put just specifically for us, things that our ancestors specifically did only for us, they have taken it and told us, your ancestors wanted us all to have it. And that's a lie. That is a lie. That's how y'all believe DEI and all this stuff is for everybody. That is a lie because you don't know the history. They telling you the history and you believe everything they saying. That's a lie. It makes zero sense for our ancestors to do for everybody. Why would they do that when, first of all, everybody wasn't even here? Most of these races and nationalities of people you see just came in after the 1800s. They weren't even here for our ancestors to even think of them and fathom them. A lot of them didn't even exist. But because we don't know the history, all they do is regurgitate it to us and say, they did it for all of us. No, they did not. Anything that our ancestor did and they tell you it was for everybody, you should be already ready to windmill because that's a lie. Our ancestors didn't do shit for everybody. The only one that y'all can come up here and say was during the civil rights movement with Martin Luther King fighting for immigration over here. And now that we know he's not Iranian. Now that we know he's an Irish tether, it makes sense, don't it? Now that we know Martin Luther King is of Irish descent, it would make sense why he would lead for immigration to come over to America. Think about what I'm saying. Because see, we got tricked into believing that we gave a damn about other black people coming over here. We didn't give a damn about nobody coming over here. Now that we know that Martin Luther King is of Irish descent, not black American, wouldn't that make all sense in the world why he fought so hard for immigration? Don't that remind you of Obama? Didn't Obama come over here and fight hard for illegal immigration? And is he not? No, he's not an FBA. So I don't look at these people the way y'all look at them. If you don't know your history, they're going to continue to play in your top. And I'm telling y'all, don't let them play on your top. Your ancestors didn't do shit for them people because they didn't even know them people. They did everything for you. And you done got tricked to giving all your shit away because you let them folks tell you, it's for all of us. No, it's not. No, it's not. But shout out to the Black Panther Party. You know, I saw this other video, and I told y'all these people hide in plain sight. With these black immigrants, they hide in plain sight. When y'all over here talking about reparations, y'all going to the government to get these reparations, and the government is set up to never give them to you. And even if they do, there will be a catch. Your reparations are in your genealogy. All you got to do is go back and do your paperwork. But again, they put all these tethers in places of power, positions of power that we think are for us and not. And they block all our reparations. I'm going to keep playing this and I'm blue in the face. Check it out.
Ancestors come from the Caribbean and there were slaves in the
so
Caribbean. And we
didn't qualify for the American reparations.
Well, here's the challenge. There are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution to all sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations.
We have to get these people out of our government. And this is no shade. Shout out to the Caribbean and the African. No shade. But if y'all feel some type of way, oh well. We got to get y'all up out of our government. At least the ones speaking for us and talking on our behalf. And let me tell you something. And ain't nobody going to make me feel no way about this. Because, bitch, we can't go to Jamaica or none of these other islands and take over y'all government. We got to get these motherfuckers out of our government, man. Y'all, instead of just voting because you see dark skin, y'all need to be pulling up these people Carfax. Who is these motherfuckers? Who they people is? What is they behind? We got to get them up out of our government. And again, this is where the catch-22 comes in. Because y'all going to the very government that you think is going to give you reparations when it's set up to kill. They putting tethers in position to make sure you never get it. They got to go. They got to go. All these tethers coming up as mayors, all these tethers, y'all got to get them up out the paint. I said what I said, and it's not being racist. It's not being nothing. It's being preservative for my people. I can't go nowhere and take over them people government and make decisions on behalf of them people. We got to get them up out of our government. I said what I said.
If we're only debating how we're going to parcel out responsibility for something that happened more than a century ago, and we're probably never going to do this. It's not clear to me why we're pursuing this thing.
Is it fair that there's no reparations, no restitution, nothing?
Should the Irish get reparations, by the way? Irish need not apply signs when they came here during the progressive era. Sure. I mean, how far do we want to take this down? Are we acknowledging that there are ugly spots in history? Because 60% of the world would be entitled to slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact. Slavery ended 154 years ago. It's been a long, long time since we had slavery in this country. And you have people like my family. I'm black, but my family came to the United States in 1962. My parents are from Costa Rica. Do I get a check?
I did a couple of essay contests that I actually won. And I won like NAACP AXO award for this essay and something else. I can't remember another, like I ended up winning money. And the essay was, do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Why are you so against reparations?
Valerie, it's a matter of a waste of time. We've got so much to do. And yet you have people who invest so much energy and attention on what I consider to be a dead-end idea, a dead-end movement.
If we were to pay reparations today, we would only divide the country further. We would insult many Black Americans by putting a price on the suffering of their ancestors.
So again, this government that we going up against begging for reparations, y'all not understanding the conundrum that they putting us in. They saying, okay, we gonna give y'all reparations, come to us. But when we come to y'all, y'all put all type of traps in the way we can't get it. It's a bunch of people who look like me, who lying to me saying they have my best interests at heart, but these people don't want me to give reparations. And it would make sense. They not descendants of the people of this land. So why would they care about me getting reparations? If I get reparations, it might push her out of her job. We gotta get these people out of our politics. And this is no shade. And if they take it as shade, oh well. Y'all could go be politicians back at your hometowns. A lot of these people, and I'm not saying that if you're born in America, you shouldn't be able to run for whatever. What I'm telling my people is we are true Americans and we need to put our own people in. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you fight on the grassroots level, if you continue to put them in office, you will continue to get the same results. We don't go nowhere and be in them people's governments. Nowhere on the earth are we inside these people's government. I need you to hear this. There's nowhere on the face of this earth that Black America is entrenched in them people's government. We the only people that's got everybody and their mama making decision on our behalf. When are we going to figure this out? And again, I don't do the politics thing, but for those of y'all that do, when are y'all going to figure out that one of the things y'all can do to get a change is to stop putting people that's in office that's against your better interest? You got to get them up out of office. Make it hard for these. Okay, you want to run? Cool. No, screw that. You can't. That's it. And I'm not saying per law they shouldn't be able to run. What I'm telling Black America is you hold the purse strings. You decide who goes in. You. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. These people get put in place so they could block us, y'all. That's why they get put as mayor. That's why they get put as alderman. That's why they get put in all of these places on these talk shows and all that shit, to be the mouthpiece of what looks like us and to block us. We got to get them out the paint. We got to. That's the only way. If y'all want to deal with this government, which I don't think we should, but since y'all want to deal with this government, we got to get them out of the way. Now let's move to Roland Martin with his fat ass. Now, mind you, Roland, every time we turn around, Roland is cursing us out. You dumbass niggas, you stupid ass niggas, you dumbass niggas, da, 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 da. Roland, a Haitian tether, a first generation Haitian tether who's in America, got deeply entrenched in our politics, got all into our media. Roland at one point was speaking for us, and I didn't know he was a tether. I thought he was one of us. until I started really paying attention to this fat, funky bastard. And I realized, wait a minute, no wonder his neck is missing. He ain't no FBA. So then once I started realizing that and paying attention, I started realizing Roland treat us like he a goddamn overseer on a plantation. Dumbass niggas, stupid ass niggas, dumbass niggas, stupid ass niggas. Y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all niggas is stupid. And I'm over here saying, man, this old tetherball, meatball shape, bitch, I take a Haitian meal and shove it down your neck, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But then it dawned on me, oh, the people put him there and put him in place to look like he's the mouthpiece for us. But for a long time, he really was. But they put him there for us to believe that he's on our side when he's not. All he does is cater to them clears. We seen him over there dancing with Hillary Clinton. All he does is bootlick and cape for the clears. That's all he do. No shade, but a lot of Caribbean and African blacks, when they come over here, a lot of them love caping and buck dancing for the clears. And not just them, niggas too. When y'all get in positions of power in corporate America and in politics, you niggas get the shucking and jiving down to the ground too. And it's got to stop. However, Roland has cussed us out all throughout the election because first it was, you stupid fools, y'all need to vote for the Democrats. You stupid fools, y'all need to vote for the Democrats. Then when he realized we wasn't voting for the Democrats, you stupid fools, y'all gonna go to slavery. You stupid fools, y'all gonna be in slavery, you stupid fools, just because y'all didn't vote for the Democrats. Well, we didn't vote for the Democrats. Here we are. And now Roland has more to say. We some more stupid fools because we don't want to sit up there and help out help out illegal immigrants. Now, a lot of y'all might say, well, what would Roland get from helping out illegal immigrants? A great check from the people who paying him to get on here to get you to use your energy to help them. Okay, so here go Roland calling us some more stupid fools, telling us we need to be worried about ICE. And these are the same immigrants who get in positions of power and block us. Now, he's going to be talking to another young lady. I don't know this lady from a can of paint, but I do know that these immigrants love to stomp the yard and ski weed with us at college. They love to ski weed, but as soon as they get out of college and as soon as they're not around us, they get in positions of power and do this to us. I don't give a damn who they is. When they ski weed with us at college, live in the hood, oh, what's up, dog? Yeah, nigga. But as soon as they get in positions of power, they do this to us. Okay? Let's get into Roland telling us we need to be helping the illegal immigrants.
So it's like, if y'all want to play the game of trying to be vehemently anti-immigrant like the white folks, all you're doing is hurting yourself.
Absolutely.
And trust me, they're going to be real mad. I just said that. So they're going to come all the videos, but they can all kiss my ass. Go ahead.
But certainly when you think about...
Roland got to be a punk. Every response is kiss my ass. I've never seen a man invite so many people to their ass. Every response Roland have is to kiss my ass because they could kiss my ass. You know? Yeah, I know they ain't gonna like what I said, but to hell with FBA. Them niggas could kiss my ass. Roland, we don't want to kiss your flat ass. Why would we want to do that? You funky bastard. Why would we want to do that? And look at this lady.
Also, the children, people like myself who are born of...
Let me back you up.
I just said that. So they're going to come all the videos, but they can all kiss my ass. Go ahead.
I hate Roland.
But certainly when you think
I swear I hate Roland. Run him back one more time. I like when he curses out, though. I ain't gonna lie.
So it's like, if y'all want to play the game of trying to be vehemently anti-immigrant like the white folks, all you're doing is hurting yourself.
Absolutely.
And trust me, they're going to be real mad. I just said that. So they're going to come all the videos, but they can all kiss my ass. Go ahead.
Roland is such a punk. Anyways, let's get to the lady.
But certainly when you think about also the children, people like myself who are born of Black folks born outside, now all of a sudden you get to 1 in every 5 Black people being either a foreign-born Black person or child of a foreign-born Black person. That does not include my son. Shout out to him, turned 30 yesterday. And so now you have a third generation of folks, right?
No.
Let me pause you right here, because this is a scare tactic. They like to use numbers to rewrite history, or to at least rewrite the present. She's trying to say that 1 in 5 Black people in America are immigrants. That's not true. That's just not true. Now, depending on how you look at the stats, first of all, those stats aren't real, but that's a way to get you to believe that you are still a minority, Black America. You are not. They are not 1 out of 5 every Black people in America. That's not true. It's not enough Caribbeans and South Americans to even come over here to make 1 out of 5. Even if you count the Africans, it's just not true. But they repeat these stats because it's a way of mental manipulation to get you to believe, that it's something that it's not, so that you move accordingly. So I'll give you an example. If you believe that 1 of 5 of them is us, then it makes you believe like, oh shit, our numbers are shrinking. And then your actions and your way of thinking is going to move according to that. I'm telling you, that is a lie. That is a lie. 1 in 5 of us are not immigrants. That is a lie. They've been lying about our numbers since we know about it. We have always been the majority. We have never been the minority. I'm going to say it again. We have always been the majority. We have never, ever, 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 ever been the minority. That sounds asinine to a lot of y'all, because all stats show you that we've always been the minority. And you should ask yourself why. I'm going to say it for the last time. She is not 1 of 5, and 1 of 5 of us are not immigrants. It ain't enough of them. We have never been the minority since the beginning of time. We have always been the majority. The reason we believe we are the minority is because of this mental genocide that they play, this verbal genocide. See, we're 1 of 5. That's verbal genocide. Because if you believe that, then your world shapeshift into you believing that it's not a lot of you. And that affects the jobs that you apply for, the schools that you attend, the places in which you move. That affects everything. The way that you think literally shapes your reality. And this is why they get these tethers to get up here and say these whack-ass, lying-ass stats like, oh, 1 in 5 of them is us. That's a lie. It's a lie, and the truth ain't nowhere in it. Do not allow them to steal your land, Black America. That's what this is all about, stealing your birthright and your land, Black America. That's what this is all about, your birthright and your land. Your birthright and your land. They are not 1 in 5. You are not the minority. You have always been the majority.
Now, all of a sudden, you get to 1 in every 5 Black people being either a foreign-born Black person or child of a foreign-born Black person. That does not include my son. Shout out to him, turned 30 yesterday. And so now you have a third generation of folks, right?
No. Hold on. I want to stay right there. Because that's critically important. So what you're saying, and again, this is the thing that these people, this is when you're stuck on stupid and you don't pay attention. So I'm just going to use, so you take Eric Holder, who was the Attorney General. Barbados. You take Colin Powell. You take Shirley Chisholm. I can go Stokely Carmichael. I can go Harry Belafonte.
And every single person he named fucked Black America. Every single person he named was either an agent or they screwed Black America. Shirley Chisholm, Colin Powell, every single, especially that Harry Belafonte. Do you hear me? We're not going to get into the level of agent that nigga was. Every single person he named has been a detriment to Black America. But because the social studies books tell you to adore these people, don't get me started on Stokely Carmichael, dropping out of nowhere from New York in overalls with a fake ass Southern accent. Do not get me started, because the nigga got 3-4 names. Stokely Carmichael, what his other name is, the nigga stays switching names. Do not get me started on these tethers who are really agents, because that's what they was. That's what they was. Yeah, they was. Do your research. We still don't know how the hell Stokely Carmichael fell out of the sky from New York. He was raised around a bunch of Jews and white people. Then all of a sudden he popped up in Louisiana or Mississippi with overalls all in a fake ass accent. Y'all ain't gonna ask no questions though, huh? None of these people he named helped us. They all screwed us. Know your history.
Name a whole host of folk today that when you start, Wes Moore, governor of Maryland. So, and they love yelling tethers. So the number you just gave, so what you're saying is that 20% of African Americans are children of Black immigrants. You said 1 in 5.
What I'm saying is 20%. 1 in 5 are either foreign born, so they're either Shirley Chisholm and Kwame Ture, right, born outside this country, or they're children of people born outside this country, such as myself, such as Wes Moore, some of the other names.
That's peacocking. And you know what? If this was back in the day, like in the 16, 17, 1800s, and I was the queen, off with them, both of them motherfuckers' head. Oh yeah, that's a threat to the village. Oh yeah. If this was medieval times and I was the queen of a village, or if I had say so, get her and him off with their heads. Oh yeah. Y'all bitches on here trying to lie to my people and trick them about their spot. They are not 20% of nothing. They not. Do you see how it went from 1 in 5, which is because that 1 in 5 is 20%. Let's be clear. But do you see how now it's, oh, we 20%. That's a lie, y'all. They don't even have enough of them to make up 20% of our population. See, we believe that we only what the number they be giving us? 30-something, 40-something million? No, that number is a lie. But because you believe that number, they can take that number and fudge more lies and say, now we 20% of the population. That is to trick you out of your mind and out of your spot, Black America. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Don't let them. They are not 20% of nothing. As a matter of fact, they need to take that 20% and take it back to their prospective islands. Haiti been waiting for a regeneration. But all of the Haitians that do well don't want to go back and help Haiti. I am of confusion. All these island tethers coming to America to help America, and we not asking y'all for none of this help. Why aren't you going home and helping the people at home? I know why, because you're not here to help us neither. You're here to make your money and screw us over. We need to get them about the paint, y'all. We got to get them about the paint. Y'all can't just keep voting anybody in and stop with all that gay ass, weird ass, lesser of two evil shit. That's another thing got y'all in the chokehold. Stop it. Roland Martin is a lie. The tether that's on this thing with him is a lie. And shout out to my Jamaicans and my Caribbeans and my South Americans. I'm going to South America somewhere for my trip this year. I just got to figure out what part. Y'all drop down in the comments. Where should I go? I need a vacation spot in South America. The Most High calling me there. The ancestors calling me to South America. But anyways, the point is this. They're going to continue to lie to trick us up out of our spot. We've been doing well. We've been minding our business. A lot of us doing our genealogy. A lot of us getting our chips in a row for whenever all of this war shit is over, we could just step right over them and get in our rightful places. Does that make sense? We could walk and chew gum at the same time. We paying attention, but we also is handling our business on the other end. We doing genealogy. We doing more research studies. We over here building. We getting back in STEM. We getting back in agriculture. We doing all the things we need to do to put us back in our rightful places. Because once the spoils of war is over, all we gonna have to do is just step right in where we supposed to go. And everybody who don't belong now, it ain't gonna take nothing to get them about the paint. They desperate, y'all. They desperate. They're desperate. Roland Martin and those people are desperate. The worst thing you could tell somebody like Roland Martin and this woman is that they have to go home. That should tell you everything you need to know. All these people who love their homes but so afraid to be there, know why. They desperate. Do not get tricked out of your spot. You ain't the minority. You've always been the majority. And they know that, right? Let me tell you something about this spiritual warfare that we got going on. Because a lot of y'all don't know this. I tell y'all all the time, the Most High, the universe, and the ancestors are working overtime every second of the day to clear out a bunch of bullshit. That's why everywhere you turn is something new. The Most High, the ancestors, and in the universe are working overtime to clear out paths for us. People like me and other people on the internet are called here to sound the alarm to get y'all to get your shit together. You know what it reminded me of? Y'all remember? Put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember when Anna Mae was finally getting ready to leave Ike. Remember she had woke up Ike Jr. Ike Jr. Ike Jr. Get up, Ike Jr. Craig, get up, Craig. Remember she got on the phone, Mom. Yes, Mom. Get up, Craig. Get your sister. Get your brother, Craig. Craig. Yeah, Mom. Yes, Mom. We're on the way. That's me. I'm on the phone getting y'all. Y'all get up. Get up, y'all. Get up. Get up. That's us. That's some of us being called to wake y'all up to get your shit, bitch. Because by the time everything, we trying to get up out of here before, you feel what I'm saying? I get home. I'm trying to help y'all to get out before I get up, bitch. So I'm trying to tell y'all, woo de woo. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a lot of us on the internet doing the exact same thing on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And it's coming in forms of little small bits and bits of information. It ain't just somebody just saying do your genealogy. It could be somebody learning you something you never knew before. And I say learning. But it could be somebody learning you something you never learned before. For real. It's all coming in small bits. That's your ancestors, the ancestors, the universe, and the Most High working overtime, waking y'all up. That's what it's time for us to do. Don't let that bullshit, because that worked on us the last 200-300 years. Oh, y'all the minority, just telling us that we in the age of information, the age of Aquarius. We can find the lies to anything we want. And shout out to us, because everything they've been putting out is a lie. Man, in 2 seconds, I'll be logging in and that shit be debunked. We've been on day ass. I love that for us. I love us. And we got a lot of work to do, but I'm telling you, we're going to get it done. We just got to wake up. Black America, do your genealogy, man. If you don't do nothing else in your life, do your genealogy. The Balance Channel, thank you so much for the super chat, says if we were 20%, then if we were 20% and they're 80%, why do they need us? Or if they were 20% and we're 80%, I don't know. Girl, they lying. That's why they lying. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the Balance Channel for another super chat. Says no one worked for reparations. It's restorative pay, not income. Facts. It says, what does the government have to restore for these tethers? They let them live here, and you get it. And that's why the tethers always getting online saying, we don't need no reparations, because they know they won't apply. It won't apply to them because their reparations is even allowing them to come to America in the first place. Reparations to these island people. And y'all might need to check this out. All y'all that forfeited your doggone citizenship from whatever island or whatever country or continent you come from, you might have forfeited your own land rights coming over here. Let's call a thing a thing. This is why they don't want us to get it, because they know they have zero factor in the situation. So all y'all tethers over here fighting and windmilling for the U.S. over here, you might want to go back and check your paperwork over there. Because I know how America play, and America don't play. America is dirty. America said, come on, girl, yeah, we're going to let you live here. As soon as you go behind their back. I know America. I've been knowing this bitch all my lives. This hoe don't play. She dirty, she cutthroat. She'll sit up there and smile in your face all the time, bitch, trying to take your place. That's all I'm saying. Y'all might want to go check on y'all paperwork or whatever while y'all over here windmilling for us or on us. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to Balance Channel. Just Lou 380. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Courtney 2410, thank you for the super chat, says we're starving others of our attention, and I love that for us. Love you, boo. Yes, that's the thing, and this is what it means to starve people for your energy and your attention. That's why they windmilling going crazy right now. They can't take it. They losing their minds. Brizzy Creations, thank you so much for being a member for 20 months. And with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. We will be doing Educational Friday, probably about 5:30, not too long. But with that being said, y'all, I got to get off of here. Do your genealogy. Pray, meditate, ground, get back to God, because that's the only way to get up out of this slavery. Remember, never pay it back, always pay it forward, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.